left side, the jump shot 12 feet away on the left baseline area. Towards that is Kaylin Reagan. It is good. It is 10-1, and now North Fayette Valley takes a timeout. Back out on top, Batterson to Schaefer. Top of the key for three. Got another one. Schaefer back-to-back threes, and the Tigerhawks work their way back within 25-14. Wilkins in the corner. Stewart open, left corner, fires up the three. Got it. Biggest lead of the night for Waukon at 35-15. The Indians raced out to a 16-1 lead, never threatened. The lead never got below 10 the rest of the way. And it is Waukon picking up their third conference victory, defeating North Fayette Valley by a final score of 45-28. Inbounds in the lane, Heeman covered right side to Mowdy. Mowdy right wing for three, got it! And just like that, a 9-0 spurt for the Indians. Mosier with it, right side to Stolka, baseline to Thompson. Thompson deep right corner for three, got it! Big man steps to the outside, and the Tigerhawks lead at 25-23. 5 seconds to go. Mowdy left wing for three, got it! Rattled around, got it to go down, and it is a 17-0 run to close the third quarter, and it is Waukon in control, 42-27 as we go to the fourth. And for Waukon, a huge third quarter run. They had that 17-0 run to close the third quarter. They win by 17. Waukon 52, North Fayette Valley 35. That's the final score. The best high school basketball is on KCTN. It's Upper Iowa Conference basketball tonight on KCTN. In our featured matchup, Central is at MFL MarMac. The Warrior girls are coming off back-to-back wins over the weekend to improve to 4-2. They go for 3 in a row tonight. For MFL MarMac, they went 3-0 last week. The Bulldogs need this win to stay in a first-place tie in the Big School Division. It's game 1 of 2 with Central and MFL MarMac. The Chalk Talk for our girls game coming up next on KCTN FM 100.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular, security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Central State Bank provides a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you won't deal with a branch or department. You'll deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Mobile Track Solutions in Elkader, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency Monona, Auto Home Business Crop Farm and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place in Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. We begin the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley. Coach, your team now 4-2, 2-1 in the conference. Non-conference win against Leroy Ostrander on Saturday. You won by a final score of 49-39. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, we picked up that game, Dan. Played that on Saturday there up at Decorah High School. We came out and played really well to start the game. We got a quick lead early. And then we struggled to execute in the second quarter, but we kept the 6-point lead going into halftime. Third quarter, Leroy Ostrander did a little bit of better job taking care of their basketball, and we didn't. They ended up taking a 1-point lead late in the third and then early in the fourth quarter. But then we regrouped, which was great to see with our girls, and pulled away there the last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter.
All right, good way to close the game. Let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, we'll have Briley Erickson, Oakley Armstrong, and Blair Sharp starting for us as guards. Katie Royer and Layla Emerson will start for us as posts.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yeah, we're going to have 4 kids that have come in for us, so we have quite a few kids on the bench, which is awesome to see. But Natalia Singleton comes in and plays post for us, along with 3 guards that come in. Zoe Armstrong, as a freshman, has played quite a few minutes for us and finds some great looks for us out in the perimeter, along with Peyton Standard and Maya Gritter. So.
All right, turning our attention to MFL MarMac, what do you know about the Bulldogs?
Well, they're going to try to get downhill on us, get in the lane, and we got to make sure that we're trying to stop girl penetration. Obviously, the Winters and Driscoll girl kind of have really stepped up for them as freshmen, and they have really good pieces around them as well. They do a really good job of moving the basketball in transition, so that's something that we really had to focus on in practice the last couple days, and just trying to big thing with them is that they thrive off of each other, and we got to make sure that, like I started the statement with, we got to stop the ball. We got to make sure that we're stopping dribble penetration.
All right, some of the other things you have to do in this ball game tonight.
Well, the obvious thing, and every coach says it, and I say it every time I interview with you, Dan, is that rebounding is key. They're going to crash the offensive boards, and we got to make sure that we're finding bodies on our box outs. The other thing is that they're going to pressure the basketball. They do a really good job of playing defense the full length of the court, and we have to take care of the basketball, which at times has been rough for us. So, we know that we have to do what we can do and just battle. And as we continue to say, as our season continues to move along, as we have to compete.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
All right, thank you, Dan.
Yes, Central Girls basketball coach Mark Wiley and his Warrior team. The Chalk continues after this.
Experience high-speed fiber internet through Neat's fiber optic network with speeds now available up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Luena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, and Postville. Don't forget, you no longer need to carry a phone line when you subscribe to internet in one of Neat's Freedom Plans. For more information on how to upgrade your services and the best pricing, visit NEITEL.com. or call today 877-638-2122. Neat, connecting you now.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
This is Dr. Jessica Wilkie, along with Dr. Foey, Dr. Bruner, and our staff here at Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We are honored to sponsor winter sports and activities for the area schools. We're here to help keep those smiles healthy by providing all areas of general dentistry for children and adults, including same-day crowns, Invisalign, dentures, and implants. We thank our patients for their loyalty for the last 40 years and welcome new patients to join our dental family. Call us at 563-539-4651.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Kanako Floor Covering in Monona, Ashbecker Building Supplies in Rossville, Sincerely Yours Interiors by Kay in Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Talking MFL MarMac basketball now, we're joined by their head girls basketball coach Brian Buchenhagen. Coach, your team improving to 5-1, 3-1 in the conference. Non-conference win, handled Wapsie Valley on Saturday, 52-17. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, kind of a back-to-back game. We started out, I thought, pretty good. Applied a lot of pressure. I think we kind of warmed down. I think there was their third game in a row, but our pressure, that was one of our better defensive games of the season, allowing only 17 points. We got out in our break a little bit, and we were able to, just run our offense and get away with a win.
All right, so certainly good victory for you guys as you enter the final week here before the Christmas break. Let's go through starting a lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, we'll start out with Olivia Driscoll, Blair Winter, Emma Driscoll, Cora Keener, and Sam Ruff.
And I know some kids contribute off the bench for you, too.
Yep, absolutely. We got Casey Pika, Chloe Schutte, Evelyn, and Burnley Fritz.
All right, now turning our attention to Central, what do you know about the Warriors?
Yeah, they're a well-coached team. I think Coach Wiley gets the most out of his kids. We got to identify their shooters. They shoot about 20 3-pointers a game, so we're going to have to identify them, make sure they don't get going shooting the three and getting some confidence. And also keeping Emberson and Scharf, those girls, they rebound the ball pretty well. So we just need to identify those girls and make sure we keep them in front of them and rebound the basketball.
All right, some of the other keys in the ball game for your team then.
Yeah, I think we need to run our break a little better. Get out and really attack the rim. I'd like to see us do a little better job of that. We've been working on that in practice, and also apply a lot of pressure. I think we can, if we do that, we can get some turnovers and some easy buckets.
All right. Now, obviously, we mentioned though just getting close to Christmas break, but you, of course, are led in scoring by 2 freshmen there, and I think you really like how this team is kind of getting into place now.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of unknowns, honestly, coming into the season, kind of how all that would all kind of transpire. I think everybody's embraced their role. I think the girls kind of look to those two girls to maybe score, but we need those other ones to step up and look. If they're open, we're always telling everybody if they're open, ready to shoot. And we need 4 or 5 girls. I'd love to see at about 10 points a game, and that way we're a lot tougher guard that way.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
Sounds good. Thanks, Dan.
Yes, MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen on his Bulldog program. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank. We empower success.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Rockwire Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona. And by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barnes along with Coach Aaron Hammond. We welcome you to MFL MarMac. Upper Iowa Conference basketball tonight. Big school MFL MarMac, small school Central, but nonetheless an important game in this conference as the Warriors have just one loss on their side. Bulldogs have one loss on their side.
Yeah, it's not a conference game, but it is conference opponents, and it's some bragging rights. These two teams have had some good games in years past, and we expect a good game again tonight up here in Monona.
And now this year, this will actually count as the conference game, the small school versus the big school. And again, they'll go. So you figure the team that wins the small school side probably going to have a couple of losses there. So that's going to be real interesting to see. Although Turkey Valley and Keyhigh girls on that small school, they may be the best teams in the Upper Iowa Conference, all told. So Central comes in 4-2, 2-1 in the conference. MFL MarMac 5-1. They have a record of 3-1 in the conference. Let's start talking about Central. Good win for them. Of course, played Leroy Ostrander in that border battle. They won 49-39. It's a team that continues to take steps forward with a young group.
Yeah, you've got some young girls that are coming off the bench for you. A few younger girls out there on the floor too, but just trying to feel who they are, figure out how this all works together, and I think they're starting to put some pieces together. They're led by a junior, Riley Erickson, averaging almost 12 points a game, 2.5 assists. Katie Royer, a senior, 8.5 points, 5 rebounds, almost 6 steals a game. And then another senior, Layla Emerson, another post, averaging about 8 points a game, 7 rebounds. So there's 3 solid girls to get you started.
Obviously, for MFL MarMac, you start with the youth as well. Olivia Driscoll leads them at over 17 points a ball game, and also Blair Winter at nearly 16 points a game.
Yeah, those two have just been so impressive as freshmen. And, they have their ups and downs, but there's less downs than we expected and a lot of upside so far, so we expect to see that to continue.
Their lone conference loss was to Southwind, a ball game which they dropped by 4 points. And again, they were victorious Saturday, handling Wapsie Valley 52-17, the final score there. This game is going to be all about tempo because Central is a team that only averages about 36, 37 points a ball game. MFL MarMac is a team that gets into the upper 40s, 50s, and they certainly want to push the pace there and use their guards to create havoc. Central's got to hang on to the basketball tonight.
Yeah, Central's got to handle that pressure. That transition defense is going to be important, and I think they need to be opportunistic tonight. Hit your free throws if you're giving them. Hit those open shots. Get those second chance points if you can.
And for MFL MarMac, Central may throw some zone at them tonight. They've got to manufacture something there against the zone, which they haven't seen a lot of.
Yeah, they're going to have to establish that inside, really rebound, and I think their pressure defense will open things up a little bit, maybe force Central out of what they want to do.
Greg Schiller is at the scorer's table, ready to go with our starting lineups here for game number 1 tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
We lost the connection. Oh, there it is.
Officials for tonight's game are number 3, Riley Erickson. Number 5, Blair Sharp. Number 12, Layla Embertson. Now the starting lineup for the MFL MarMac Bulldogs. At guard, 5'6" freshman from Timber Ridge, Iowa, number 1, Olivia Driscoll. At guard, a 5'7" junior from Monona, Iowa, number. At forward, a 5'9" freshman from Timber Ridge, Iowa, number 10, Blair Winter. At forward, a 5'7" junior from Timber Ridge, Iowa, number 24, Emma Driscoll. And at center, a 5'10" senior from Watson, Iowa, number 32, Cora Keener. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you rise for the city.
Thank you very much there, Greg Schiller, once again with our starting lineups for this ball game tonight. I'm from, again, my old man was born in Freilich. Aaron,
I was born from Nationals.
So we'll return with the opening action next. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Carr Auto Group online at karautogroup.com, Bacon Concrete in Postville, Furniture Showcase and All Wine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual Agent in Monona, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org, and Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Welcome back to Monona. Yeah, we had a little bit of an issue there with the starting lineup, so the microphone cutting out there from the court side. So let's reset the starting lineup for you. Driscoll, that's Olivia Driscoll. Also out there as well for MFL MarMac will be Emma Driscoll. They have Keener, Winter, and also out there is Ruff. For Central, it will be Embretson, along with, they have out there number 2, and that is, of course, Armstrong. Also out there is Erickson. They have Royer, and once again, Sharp. Game is underway. Central wins it. Tip into the backcourt, and here we go as MFL MarMac comes out girl-to-girl defense starting out. Right away on top, Embrinson is guarded by Keener. Right side there to Armstrong. Armstrong about 25 feet away from the basket, brings it right side, a switch by MFL MarMac, and stepping out of bounds on the baseline there is Armstrong, and a good job defensively by MFL MarMac on the switch.
Yeah, MFL MarMac coming out, just daring them, going, we're going to guard you girl to girl, and you're going to have to figure it out, and I think they've got the athletes to do this all night long if they want
So
to.
only running a few minutes late from a scheduled 6:15 start. Central comes out, by the way, playing girl-to-girl defense just like MFL MarMac. Driscoll, nice move, drives baseline, floats a little 5-footer along the left baseline, but aired it out long. There was some contact, but nothing worth fouling there. Meanwhile, in the offensive end, Central pushes it down the court. Ahead of the pack is Royer, who scores the right-handed layup, and the Warriors strike first.
She is good at just getting out, leading that break, and getting those passes, finishing strong.
Winter wants to drive. She will. Goes right side, reaches underneath the arms of Scharf, flips it up, flips it in, count it, and a foul. A three-point opportunity by Winter as the Bulldogs on the board.
Well, it's going to be fun to watch those two. You've got a freshman in Blair Winter and a sophomore in Blair Scharf. They're just going to go at it for 3 more years. It's going to be fun to watch.
And this will be Winter trying to give the Bulldogs an early lead. Nearly 1 minute in. Free throw on its way. It is good. Warriors wearing their away red tops and bottoms. Central across the front there in white. Bulldogs home white. Bottoms and tops, and they have the Bulldog there in royal blue, highlighted by yellow. Meanwhile, beating the pressure is Central. Left side, Armstrong open for a second, but goes down in the lane to Scharf. Scharf on top to Erickson, who drives in left side, double-teamed immediately, then back out on top to Royer. Royer right side to Embrinson. Again, the Warriors want to be patient, move the ball around. They have no problem working clock. Royer on the left side. On the left wing area, guarded by Driscoll, kicks it left in the corner. That's Armstrong, and Armstrong traveled with the basketball. Got it left side. Shot clock was at 7, so they use plenty of it there, but they don't get a shot off because of the violation.
Well, and they want to use the clock, but they want to get a basket or at least an attempt, maybe a second chance opportunity. They hate going down and running all that clock and not even getting a chance.
Central is a team that they have struggled from the field at about 32%, 20% from the three-point line, but a rarity, 55% from the free throw line, which they usually get to the line far more than their opponents. Olivia Driscoll, left side spins, gets a step by Royer, uses the left hand as she drove in but left it short between the rim and backboard on a nice move, but did not finish. Armstrong back in the offensive end, tries to go right side, it's knocked away, and the loose ball picked up by Keener. Warriors turn it over. Here's Emma Driscoll, quickly in the offensive end, the ball knocked away, she stumbles to the floor, and then is tied up. Oh, they call a foul. And it's on Armstrong reaching in as there was a scramble outside the lane for the ball.
Yeah, Oakley Armstrong trying to get a hold of that ball and couldn't quite get it, ended up hugging the gal.
MFL MarMac, 37% from the field, 25% from the three-point line, 59% from the free throw line. As the first substitution for Central is number 15, Zoe Armstrong, a freshman in. Armstrong checks out in Oakley. And to inbounds, it is Winter. Open on the baseline, 15-footer, rattled around, got it to go down. They faked like they were going to hand it to Driscoll in the corner. And it's 5-2 Bulldogs in the lead, and here comes that full court pressure.
You leave Winter open that much, she's going to knock down that shot every day of the week.
Erickson in the offensive end, drives it all the way right side on the wing to Scharf. Scharf bounces it left side, and that is Zoe Armstrong, left corner for 3 off the back of the rim. Shot is no good. Ruff the rebound. Quickly in the offensive end, Olivia Driscoll drives baseline and actually has to save it back to Keener as she kind of lost her footing out of bounds. Meanwhile, Keener spins outside the lane, little 6-foot hook shot, partially blocked by Embrinson. Shot is no good, and the Warriors clear the rebound. On top is Scharf. Scharf right side to Royer. So we've played about 2.5 minutes. Bulldogs the early lead. On top is Erickson with the basketball. Erickson right side spins at the free throw line, gets a stepped little runner from the right-handed side, just too strong, missed the driving layup, and the Bulldogs back offensively, and Ruff takes it the length of the court. She misses the layup left side, though that was contested defensively, and the Warriors get the rebound. Both teams some good looks. Meanwhile, Erickson works right into a trap, and there's a timeout taken by Coach Wiley to save the violation on the far side of the court. We'll take this timeout with them. 5-2, MFL MarMac the early lead.
The Vets and Vet Techs at Veterinary Associates of Clayton County offer a wide variety of services for all animals. We believe in treating every patient as if they were our own pet and give them the same loving attention and care they receive from you. Call our office at 563-245-1633 to make an appointment today. The Veterinary Associates of Clayton County are proud sponsors of Central Elkader Sports.
5-2, MFL MarMac the early lead. 32nd timeout taken by Central. We were talking about MFL MarMac. Their three-point shooting, they are 13 of 53 on the season at 25%, but Driscoll is 10 of 23 at nearly 44%. You take her away from those stats, they're 3 for 33 elsewhere.
Yeah, the Driscoll girl's shooting lights out. She's a good free throw shooter. She's a good three-point shooter. You know, she gets rebounds. She's got assists. You want to get the ball in her hands and let her be an offensive weapon, along with Blair Winter. She is also a great weapon.
Scharf brings it across the timeline offensively for the Warriors as they save possession. And left side to, again, Armstrong. Armstrong baseline to Royer. In the lane to Erickson. Moves a step to the left. Takes a little hook shot from just off the right block. Shot is no good, but fouled. She'll go to the free throw line for 2, and a good job by Erickson creating some spacing on the right side.
And historically, this is what we talk about with Central, getting to the rack and getting those fouls, but they haven't made the free throws like they have in years past, and I think that's something that they need to work on to continue to improve.
And the free throw there, it is good, and it's 5-3. Warriors back within 2. Coach Wiley took that timeout. He was across the court on the far side of the court, and Erickson was pinned along the near side here along the sideline. Second free throw by Erickson, it is good, and it's 5-4. Warriors back within 1.
Yeah, there's one of those opportunistic free throw attempts and nailed them both. That's a positive for the Warriors.
Olivia Driscoll in the offensive end here, and again they set up their offense. Driscoll looking for Keener in the lane, covered, back over to Ruff at the free throw line. She drives in, takes a little runner, banks it strong from the left side. Keener gets the rebound, loses the basketball underneath, then it's picked up by Scharf as the Bulldogs come up empty on the rebound attempt. Scharf across the timeline, guarded by Winter, and right side to Zoe Armstrong. Zoe Armstrong off a pick right side, drives baseline, runs out of room, but she's actually nudged along the baseline. That'll be the second whistle against the Bulldogs. I believe the foul called on Emma Driscoll.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs are kind of giving up that baseline. They've been able to drive. The Warriors have, but they got to have somebody to go to. They're kind of dribbling into no man's land and not having an outlet.
Off the right side of the basket, Erickson gets it. Rolling left side is Embretson, but she misses the layup on the left side as she tried to reach over top of Emma Driscoll. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs turn it over as Emma Driscoll tried to lead Ruff into the offensive end, overshot, and the ball goes out of bounds near side where the Warriors will take it.
And we're going to reset. It looks like MFL is going to drop back into some half-court defense.
And by the way, it is, again, great student sections on hand tonight. Central students are actually kind of lined up behind the band on the far side. Meanwhile, MFL MarMac, they've got a couple of Santa Clauses, sombreros that are in the holiday spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Left side, here's a reach-in foul on Olivia Driscoll. She was Zoe Armstrong brought it left side. That'll be foul number 3 now on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, first on Driscoll, 3 on the Bulldogs. So, got to be strong with the ball, and Central's doing that thus far.
And the big thing is for MFL MarMac, they are aggressive defensively, but you can't cross that line there of committing fouls. In the ball game we did against them against Crestwood, had some foul concerns in that season opener.
They've struggled a little bit in that opener, but playing a little bit better here tonight.
Royer, right side to Zoe Armstrong, into Embretson in the far right corner. And again, the Bulldogs just basically switching off every screen, especially with the guards. Zoe Armstrong has it right side, drives baseline, try to go on top to Erickson. Ball knocked away by Ruff, then Erickson knocks it away at center court into the scorer's bench, and it will go to MFL MarMac on the turnover.
And again, they ran the shot clock down to 8, but they walk away without an attempt, without a shot up at the basket. They got to improve on those things.
So the possessions, what they're looking for, no doubt about that. But again, no opportunity. Emma Driscoll on the left wing. Tries to drive left side. She is covered. Brings it over now. Right side to Ruff. Ruff wants to drive middle of the lane. Swoops in. The shot blocked by Scharf on the help defense. As Ruff got into the lane off the right side. Stays down here with MFL MarMac.
Yeah, got pretty deep that time, but Blair Scharf right there to block that, knock it out of bounds. So MFL will take it out on the left side.
Erickson and also Zoe Armstrong check out. Back into the game is Oakley Armstrong. And also in there as well is going to be number 11, and that is Maya Hilgerson, who is a sophomore into the game. Or I should say that is actually Maya Gregerson. So inbounds to Keener. Keener takes a 15-foot shot from the left wing. Shot no good. Driscoll the rebound on top to Ruff. Ruff right side for 3. Well short. Olivia Driscoll tried to save it along the baseline, but flipped it back underneath the basket where Scharf was. Scharf double team, gets it back to Gregerson. And Gregerson will bring it into the timeline and looking for a guard to, again, help her out, and she's called for double dribbling with the basketball. Again, that's where an experienced guard for Central has got to come help out Gregerson there.
Yeah, the sophomore out there didn't look real confident, and Oakley Armstrong, the older girl on the court, needs to come back and get that.
Ruff checks out. In for MFL MarMac is Evelyn Fritz. She is a sophomore. Also, Erickson quickly back in for Central, and that will take Blair Scharf out of this ball game for the Warriors. So still 5-4. MFL MarMac the lead here. Inside 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Olivia Driscoll brings it right side offensively. Driscoll, left elbow area, now to Fritz, bobbles it. Fritz back out on top to Winter. Winter now drives, cut off, takes a step move. Could have taken the shot, but instead goes baseline to Keener. Keener's 15-footer aired it out. Fritz the rebound, crashing in from the right side. Put back no good, but fouled by Armstrong. She was able to slide in front, and it will be once again Fritz to the free throw line for 2.
Our left-hander going to go to the free throw line for 2 here, and again, MFL MarMac wants to take advantage of their opportunities at the free throw line as well.
And again, this is 2 for the left-hander. Free throw, it is good. Now it is foul number 2 on Oakley Armstrong. So we talked about MFL MarMac staying out of foul situations, and that'll be the same for Central.
Yeah, Oakley Armstrong's going to stay in the court, but she's going to have to play clean.
Second free throw good. Makes them both, and it's 7-4 MFL MarMac. After scoring 5 points the first 2.5 minutes, that's their first points in 3 minutes. Erickson beats the pressure, right side in the corner to Embritson. Embritson thought about the 19-footer, but is going to bring it back out on top, and now actually trying to spin right side. She has to work it in the corner to Royer, and Royer double dribbled with the basketball. Olivia Driscoll there defensively. Royer just never really had good control. Another turnover by the Warriors.
Yeah, they're up to 6 turnovers, so that's going to be a concern for Coach Wiley. They're going to want to correct that because MFL MarMac will be able to take advantage.
And this has been a team not bad as far as turnover-wise, about 16 a ball game. Again, you'd like that number lower, but it's far lower than many teams in the conference. Winter to Olivia Driscoll. Driscoll on the right wing looks to direct things and asking for Winter to come set a pick, but instead she will actually now finally use that pick and try to go pick and roll, but is called for traveling with the basketball. Warriors did a pretty good job kind of on the double team as Winter tried to roll to the basket.
Yeah, their defense has been really good here in this first quarter, kind of getting into the Bulldog faces and preventing them from doing what they want on offense.
Into the ball game for Central is Zoe Armstrong back in, and Oakley Armstrong with those 2 fouls will sit out. Erickson into the offensive end now for Central. Goes off a pick, now instead moves left, top of the key, got it for 3. Erickson, who is by far their leading scorer on the season, had a game of 28 earlier this year and ties it at 7. And driving in left side is Fritz. Little runner from the left side, it is no good. Rebound save there to Winter. And Winter back over right side to Driscoll. Driscoll drives between 2 defenders, floats in, layup, hangs on the rim and slides through. 90 seconds left in the opening quarter. Bulldogs lead 9-7.
Yeah, both teams finding a way to get to the rack here. Central doing it from the outside, MFL doing it from the inside.
Erickson off a pick right side, and we've got a moving screen set by Embritson. That'll be the 4th whistle on the Warriors. Embritson came up to set a pick just off the top of the key, and it goes as a turnover for the Warriors.
Yeah, just needs to get herself there a little quicker so she can get set, but that's a turnover and the 4th foul. So last minute here, MFL MarMac could go to the free throw line.
Scharf coming back in. Erickson checks out here for Central. And inbounds to Driscoll, so the Bulldogs trying to build on a 2-point lead as Olivia Driscoll left side to Olivia Fritz. Evelyn Fritz, I should say. Fritz drives in left side, gets a step by her defender, floats a little lane up there, but a little too far along the baseline, tried to float it up just short. Had a nice drive, but did not finish. And again, the Warriors clear things. Scharf, right side to Embritson. Embritson covered, back over right side. That is Zoe Armstrong, right side for 3 off the front of the rim. Shot is no good. Good also by Embritson and Winter, left side of the basket, fighting after the basketball on the long carom, and it goes off the hands of Winter, stays down here with the Warriors.
One more sub here for Central. Natalia Singleton's going to come in.
Another sophomore, she'll check in. Embritson will check out. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. In for MFL MarMac is number 5, Brindley Fritz. She will check in, and Emma Driscoll checks out for the Bulldogs. So both these teams going to go about 8 deep starting out. And also in earlier was number 25 in Chloe Schutte. Meanwhile, the ball near side. Central loses it out of bounds in the corner near us.
Yeah, tried to throw it to Gregerson, a little high and a little hard to handle, and trickles out of bounds, so another turnover against the Warriors.
And it goes back to MFL MarMac, still in a 2-point game. Again, the Warriors just picking them up here in the half courts as they have all 5 of the girls inside the 3-point line. And it is Olivia Driscoll on top. Spins, middle of the lane, floats up, little one-handed runner. It is no good. Knocked the rebound out of there by away from Singleton. Olivia Driscoll did, but it's picked up by Central. Meanwhile, Zoe Armstrong tries to throw it ahead. Gregerson on the floor is tied up on a loose ball. Schutte there for MFL MarMac. Olivia Driscoll as well. And the Bulldogs struggling to hit some shots in the lane, but have possession. 29 seconds left in the quarter. In comes Erickson. Gregerson checks back out for the Warriors.
The shot clock's going to be off here, so Bulldogs can work for one if they want, but I'm thinking they're going to take the first shot that they find.
And again, they'll work it on top. We mentioned Chloe Schutte into the ball game, another freshman for MFL MarMac. Meanwhile, Olivia Driscoll, nice feed left side to Schutte from the left block, uses that left-handed touch, kisses it off the glass up and in. She got into traffic, and a nice dish by Olivia Driscoll. Inside 10 seconds left in the quarter. Royer into the offensive end now here, and goes back out on top, but stealing the ball is going to be Evelyn Fritz. Drives in, right-handed layup, it's up and in. Steal on one end, layup at the other, and that's how the opening quarter comes to an end. MFL MarMac leads 13-7 at the end of one.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus LiveScan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Mobile Track Solutions in Elkader, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency Monona, Auto Home Business Crop Farm and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place in Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. 13-7 is our score. MFL MarMac in the lead. Couple of updates. We actually have a final. Springville has defeated Edco tonight, 61-30, the final score there. Those Tri-River games start early. It's absolutely awesome. Meanwhile, North Fayette Valley leads Keyhigh at the end of one, 21-9.
That's strange. They struggled so much against Waukon and obviously playing much better against a pretty good Keyhigh team.
Yeah, Keyhigh team that is ranked in Class 1A. We'll continue to keep you up to date. Meanwhile, Central's basketball to start the second quarter. It is Erickson, Zoe Armstrong, Royer, Scharf, and also out there is Embrinson. And again, the Bulldogs man them up. Nice steal by Evelyn Fritz to close the end of the first quarter, and the Bulldogs here on a 6-0 run. Meanwhile, in the lane, they try to go to Embrinson, intercepted by Keener. Keener Ruff. Also out there is the Fritz girls there. You have once again
Evelyn and
Briley, I should say. Also in there is going to be Keener and Emma Driscoll. So there we go in the offensive end. Brindley Fritz, by the way. Right side, Brindley drives baseline, reverses it in the corner. Now left side, Evelyn Fritz. Left wing for three. Got it! 16-7, Bulldogs, a little separation, now leading by 9.
Big bucket there by Evelyn Fritz. Hit the layup at the end of the first quarter and a three-pointer to start the second.
And again, MFL MarMac, the deeper team, getting some support off the bench early in this ball game. Right side, Zoe Armstrong on top to Scharf. Scharf at the elbow, trying to back her way down, stops in the lane to Embritson, just off the wing, the elbow left side, 17-footer, it is good. Embritson getting a good touch in an open look facing the basket. Evelyn Fritz to Emma Driscoll in the corner. Driscoll tries to dribble between two defenders, goes back to Fritz. Fritz at the elbow will bring it back out on top. So the Bulldogs lead by 7 here in our first half. And Erickson now defensively continuing to follow Ruff as Ruff gets it in the lane. Right side to Evelyn Fritz. Goes to Keener on the left block. Pump fakes, takes a step by Embritson. Stops and has to go back out on top by Ruff, held position. Ruff drives in, tied up by Erickson on the drive in, and it is a jump ball. So Ruff took a couple of big steps trying to get to the left side of the basket. Alternate possession rule will keep it down here for MFL MarMac, though Central trying to take it out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know. Central's just trying to pull one over, or if they don't realize, this is MFL MarMac's ball.
This is on our official. This is on our official there in the bottom of the near side official. So they're clear. Evelyn Fritz will take it out of bounds. And we'll talk about a substitution coming in here in just a second. Ruff inbounds. Oakley Armstrong, by the way, came in the game for Zoe Armstrong. Meanwhile, a shot clock violation. Bulldogs only had a few seconds to work with. And they made the entry pass into the corner, then to Ruff, and they ran out of time.
Yeah, good job by the Central defense knowing, hey, there's not a lot of time. Don't let them get a quick shot off.
All right, what was our stats opening quarter as far as shooting-wise?
For Central, they were 2 of 6, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. For the Bulldogs, 5 of 17, 3 of 3 from the free throw line.
Meanwhile, Ruff picks the pocket of Royer, drives in the offensive end, has the basketball knocked back away by Royer, but the Bulldogs will maintain possession. Fritz girls check out. Brindley and Evelyn into the ball game is going to be Winter, along with Olivia Driscoll, back into the ball game for the Bulldogs.
The Warriors only getting 6 shots compared to MFL MarMac 17. They got to start getting some more attempts.
Absolutely. Inbounds, they go in the corner to Ruff. Ruff deep left corner, brings it over to Winter, and they'll get into the offense right now here with Olivia Driscoll back out on top. So Driscoll, left elbow area, drives between two defenders, slides in, the layup no good. She tumbles to the court as she was fouled on the way in, and Olivia Driscoll saw a lane off the left side. She'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, when we saw them last time, she was a dynamite shooter hitting from the outside. Tonight she's really been drive-oriented, trying to get to the basket, trying to get those fouls and get free throw attempts.
And you see the Bulldogs, especially against man-to-man, free throw is good, but they are really a pick-and-roll team, and they want to get going downhill offensively to the basket. Free throw, by the way, good, back to an 8-point lead. Second free throw being eyed by Olivia. Freshman's free throw. It is no good. Rolled in and out. Rebound, last touch by Winter as Embretson and Winter fought after it on the left side. And it was Winter who knocked it out of bounds. Back to the Warriors. And again, back to full court pressure for MFL MarMac.
Bulldogs are going to try to keep this from getting inbounds and trap as soon as they can.
Erickson gets it inbounds underneath the Bulldogs basket to Royer. Royer fouled there by Winter. And Winter just kind of using the arm there to kind of help guide Royer. And that'll be the first foul on the Bulldogs here in the second quarter. And I believe foul number 1 on Winter.
Yeah, just kind of directing her towards the sideline, and official right on top of that one.
And it'll be Erickson in the backcourt. Gets it over to Embretson. She's the safety valve. Inbounds, and Embretson actually brings it into the offensive end for Central. So Embretson running the show on top right now. Stops the dribble, needs some help, and then throws it out of bounds. So she did a nice job bringing it into the offensive end, but then thought that the ball was going to be thrown on the sideline a little bit closer to where the girl was, and it sailed out of bounds for a turnover. What was our turnovers in the first quarter?
Yeah, turnovers in the first quarter, Central with 10, MFL MarMac only with 2.
And that's the difference in the ball game right now. And again, Olivia Driscoll to Ruff. Ruff drives in right side, right-handed layup, too strong. Keener set a nice screen, but banked it long, and here's Royer in the offensive end for Central. Royer back over to Erickson. Erickson, right wing area, again guarded by Ruff. Erickson brings it towards the right corner. Pick and roll, gets it to Embretson. Embretson drives in, shot no good, but Winter there challenged her, and I believe that's foul number 2 there on Blair Winter.
And the young freshman, she's tall in there. She does a nice job, but sometimes when she leaves her feet or brings her hands over the top, she gets those fouls, and she's going to have to learn to use her body the right way and go straight up and not get those silly fouls.
Embretson to the free throw line for 2, and the free throw is off the back of the rim. She'll get another opportunity. So they will take out Blair Winter here. Oh, correction. Evelyn Fritz will actually check back in, and Ruff will come out. So right now they're going to try to play with Winter, and those 2 fouls try to play through things.
Yeah, roll the dice a little bit here. Hopefully she can play without fouling.
Embretson's second free throw on its way. High arcing free throw that hits the front of the rim is short, but the rebound picked up there by Royer. Back to Embretson. Right side, Royer open, right side for 3 off the front of the rim, missed it, and Winter clears the rebound on the left side. Olivia Driscoll back in the offensive end, and as she stops, the ball is knocked away into the hands of Keener. Keener's shot, it is up, it is in, foul, count the basket. Keener, right place, right time. Bulldogs lead by 10.
Very opportunistic there, and nice job by Briley Erickson to tip that out, but tipped it right to a Bulldog. She just turns, puts it in, and gets the harm and the foul.
Yeah, Evelyn with the in that area. Free throw on its way there, and it is good. So Keener finishes off the 3-point play, and it's a double-digit lead for the Warriors. Embretson, her second foul. She'll check out as Singleton back into the game for the Warriors.
Yeah, just can't be in foul trouble here, especially a shorter bench that the Warriors have.
And Erickson, problems getting it inbounds, and there's a timeout taken by Coach Wiley to avoid a turnover. Another timeout taken by Central, down by 11. We'll take this break with them. Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus live scan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision.
5:05 left here in the first half. Warriors have used their timeouts wisely here to maintain possession. But the Bulldogs here, this is actually a 13-2 run right now for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, doing a nice job, pressure defense, limiting touches for the Warriors in the offensive end, and really attacking the basket, getting some buckets, getting some foul attempts, and going to the free throw line.
All right, so they'll reset here. And underneath the basket, Erickson in the backcourt takes it underway, out of bounds for Central. And again, problems getting it inbounds, but she does get it to Royer before the 5-second violation. Royer in the offensive end stops the dribble as she comes across center court. That's trouble. She'll throw it over the head there of Erickson, and it's picked up by Fritz. Fritz drives left side on a blocking call on Royer, getting back defensively. So the Bulldogs take a timeout, get it into the offensive end, but turn it over, and Royer stepping across the timeline there, and that's a coffin corner.
Yeah, once she got across that timeline, she could just be patient. She had 5 seconds to work with, look for that open girl, but kind of got hesitant and threw that right away, and it just kind of trickled away from
Emma
her.
Driscoll takes it out of bounds off the left side. Bulldogs run a 1-4 set up high. And Driscoll cannot get the ball in, and there's a 5-second violation by MFL MarMac. So the Warriors play good defense on this end.
I would say for both these teams, the defense has been there. Difference right now is the Bulldogs' defense is turning to turnovers and back.
Erickson inbounds to Royer. Royer across the timeline offensively now for Central. Royer cross-court pass to Oakley Armstrong. Back out on top to Erickson. So 4:40 here now left in our first half. And Oakley Armstrong right side to Scharf. Scharf guarded by Emma Driscoll. And again, trying to bring it along the baseline. Nothing doing. Back out on top to Singleton. Singleton off the top of the key. And goes left side. It's intercepted by Evelyn Fritz. There's another steal. Fritz leads the break. Left-handed layup. It's up and in. 22-9 Bulldogs in the lead.
Yeah, just another takeaway and a run-out basket for the Bulldogs.
Royer in the backcourt, traveled with the basketball. She did. Traveled with the basketball because of the pressure. She was hounded by Fritz along with Olivia Driscoll.
Well, and if you're the Bulldogs, you're more than happy to let one of the posts get the ball in bounds and let them try to dribble. It's been turning into turnovers so far.
By the way, Winter with those 2 fouls will check out. Schutte comes back into the ball game. Ruff back in, and checking out for them is going to be Olivia Driscoll. Singleton checks out for Central. Royer also checks out. As into the ball game once again is Embretson. It also in there as well is going to be number 20, Royer. Correction there, actually number 22 into the ball game for MFL MarMac. That's Peyton Standard, a sophomore. Ruff right side to Schutte. Schutte stops back out on top to Ruff. Ruff drives in, loses the basketball, comes right back into her hands, and because of that, that's a travel. So she drove in left side, and good defense by the Warriors on the drive into the lane. 4 minutes left here in the half. Inbounds to Oakley Armstrong. Back to Erickson. And again, Erickson able to launch it ahead, but it sails over the head of Standard. It goes out of bounds into the hands of Coach Brian Bugenhagen on the far side. And the Bulldogs forced yet another turnover.
Well, and the Warriors are up to 17 turnovers now, getting near their average already before half. The Bulldogs sitting at 5, doing a much better job handling the ball.
So across the timeline, it is again Ruff have it. Crossover dribble, drives in right side. The right-handed layup, no good, just banked it long. Ruff's had a couple of nice drives getting to the basket, but coming up short. Scharf back into the offensive end now for Central. Scharf back out on top to Standard. Warriors need a basket. And to hit his Standard, driving in, kicks it baseline. Oakley Armstrong, left side for 3, got it. Well, right on cue. Oakley Armstrong with the 3-pointer. Warriors back within 10.
Yeah, it's been a long drought for the Warriors. That's a big bucket for them.
And back offensively is Olivia Driscoll for, once again, MFL MarMac. Another score, North Fayette Valley leads Keyhigh 37-17 at the half. Meanwhile, left side, the shot offered by Keener misses it, but goes to the right side and gets her own rebound as nobody knocks out the shooter. And Schutte now has it at the free throw line. She's open, 15-footer, nails it wide open. And again, a good set shot there, and the Bulldogs go back up by a dozen.
Yeah, Chloe Schutte, another freshman for the Bulldogs, able to knock down that 15-footer.
All right, we have a score. Waukon leads Clayton Ridge at the end of 1 in girls basketball, 13-0. They've thrown a donut in the first quarter. Scharf in the offensive end. Left side, Embretson thought about the 3. Drives in. She's got a lane to the basket. Uses it. Jump stops on the left side. Use the right hand. Strong move there. And again, it's 24-14. Embretson with the finish.
Yeah, great finish there by Embretson with a great fake.
As Ruff drives in the offensive end, the ball is knocked away. And it will go back once again to Central correction, MFL MarMac in the offensive side. Keener and Olivia Driscoll check out. Emma Driscoll back into the game. Brindley Fritz also back into the game for the Bulldogs. Off the left side of the basket, it will be Evelyn Fritz trying to get it into the lane to Emma Driscoll, and a lot of traffic down there. She pulls it out and brings it back out on top.
Evelyn Fritz threaded a needle there to get that ball to Emma Driscoll.
And it will be Ruff on top directing the offense here. And Ruff hands it back to Evelyn Fritz. Fritz drives in, stops on the left block, goes back to the middle of the lane, uses the left hand and a little baby hook on the left side, creating some spacing back to a 12-point lead.
Yeah, pretty little shot there by Evelyn Fritz.
Standard in the offensive end, stops back over to Erickson. Inside 2 minutes left in the half. Erickson, right side pick and roll. Ooh, had Armstrong rolling to the basket, but threw it high, too hot to handle, and it sails out of bounds. Another turnover by the Warriors.
Yeah, just right idea, just a little too much mustard on that one, and the wall got it before Armstrong did.
And again, it is Central back across the timeline offensively. Left side, Ruff with the basketball. Ruff at the elbow area, right side to Brindley Fritz. Fritz behind the three-point line. Baseline to Ruff, wide open in the corner. Thought about the three, instead drives in. Takes a step and an extra step as a travel. Missed the shot on the reach-in anyway. And again, it is going to be Central as MFL MarMac with a turnover.
Yeah, just been a rough night for Samantha Ruff, getting to the basket a lot. Not able to convert on these nice drives.
So it goes back to Central. Winter back in. Has to be careful for MFL MarMac with those two fouls as Ruff checks out. Meanwhile, for Central, Embrenson, and she has 2 fouls, will check out of the ball game. And Royer back in there for the Warriors. So down by a dozen here. And inbounds to Scharf. Scharf in the backcourt. Again, gives them some size to oversee things. Scharf into the offensive end. Left side to Armstrong. Armstrong, left baseline area. Knocked away by Evelyn Fritz. Last touch by Armstrong. Out of bounds. And the ball goes back to MFL MarMac. Yet another turnover.
Yeah, they're up to almost 20 turnovers now. The Warriors just not able to hold on to that ball. And it's because of the defense of the Bulldogs.
So back across the timeline is Fritz in the lane to Winter from the right block. Spins, uses the right hand, leaves it short. And the ball knocked away by Armstrong. Good move. And for Winter, just leaving it short.
Yeah, just put it a little short into the basket there.
Left side, Standard open, left wing for 3. Got it. So it's a couple of threes there. Hit, it's a 2, but it'll count nonetheless. It's a 10-point ball game. And here is Brindley Fritz. Drives into the lane, traveled with the basketball. It was taken by Scharf either way. So the Bulldogs forcing the action there, and the ball goes back to Central.
Yeah, I thought Standard was behind the 3, but they didn't signal. It was only a 2. So that gets them a little closer. Try to get within single digits here on this next possession.
Inbounds to Erickson. Erickson across the timeline offensively as the Warriors a better handle of that pressure. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Left side to Oakley Armstrong. Deep left corner. Drives in the lane. Takes a running shot. It was contested. Shot is short. Rebound by Brindley Fritz there for the Bulldogs. And quickly back offensively on top to Winter. Left side Evelyn Fritz. Wide open. Left wing for 3. Leaves it short. Emma Driscoll skies and gets the rebound. Saves it on top to Winter. Winter top of the key for 3 off the front of the rim. Evelyn Fritz had her hand on the rebound. It's knocked away from behind by Standard, out of bounds. And it stays down here with the Bulldogs with 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, we're going to have one more sub. It looks like Maya Gregerson's going to come in for the Warriors.
And checking out will be Standard for them. Embrenson also coming back in. And again, remember, she's got 2 fouls. Oakley Armstrong checks out, so this is for defensive purposes here. And by the way, yes, Armstrong also has 2 fouls. So Evelyn Fritz getting in inbounds. Winter rolls to the basket. Little 5-foot shot facing the basket off the back of the rim. Gets her own rebound. Put back. It's up and in. Bulldogs go up by a dozen with 12 seconds left here in the half. Back offensively is, again, Erickson. Erickson across the timeline. Quickly into the offensive end. Drives left side. Back out on top to Royer. 2 seconds to go. Royer goes right side to Scharf. Scharf a desperation heave. It is well short. And the first half comes to an end. Scharf threw it up from 22 feet away, but banked to the left. And it goes to a halftime here with the Bulldogs going in with a 12-point lead. MFL MarMac 28, Central 16. We're at the half. When we return, first half stats and more. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel Garage Doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
At Veterans Memorial Hospital, it truly is our family caring for your family. We are one large family with the same goal, to provide exceptional care to our patients and their families. Our staff loves to care for those in their own community and goes over and above to give compassionate care in all areas. Thank you for choosing Veterans Memorial Hospital and allowing our family to care for your family.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Kanako Floor Covering in Monona, Ashbecker Building Supplies in Rossville, Sincerely Yours Interiors by Kay in Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. At the half, MFL MarMac leading 28-16. They led by 6 at the end of one at 13-7. They outscored by 6 in the second quarter at 15-9. We turn things over now to Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the first half totals. First off for MFL MarMac.
MFL MarMac is led by Evelyn Fritz. She's got 11 points. Blair Winter with 7 points. Chloe Schutte with 4. 3 points for Cora Keener and 3 points for Olivia Driscoll. There's her 28 points. They shot 38% overall in that first half. 1 of 2 behind the arc, 10 of 27 otherwise, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, so that's good for 83%, and only 7 turnovers there in that first half.
And that's, again, the difference of this first half. Central certainly has the game, I think, being played like they, again, more of a half-court game, but the turnovers have allowed MFL MarMac some runouts.
Yeah, absolutely. The Warriors are sitting at 19 turnovers, but they are led by Briley Erickson with 5 points, Layla Emberson with 4, 3 points for Oakley Armstrong, 2 points for Peyton Stannard, and 2 points for Katie Royer. They shot 46% in that first half, 2 of 6 behind the arc, 4 of 7 otherwise, so shooting a good percentage, but only getting 13 shots and only 2 of 4 from the free throw line.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, 27 shots for MFL MarMac, 13 in the ball game for Central, and that is a major difference between these teams tonight. So it again is a 12-point lead for MFL MarMac. Updating you on girls' score, Springville leads Edco at the half, 61-30. North Fayette Valley leading Keyhigh, 37-17 at the half. And also, Waukon leads Clayton Ridge at the end of one, 13-0. We expect updates on those ball games here throughout our second half of our girls' game.
The Edco game's a final, correct?
Yes, correct.
It's a final, yeah.
Yep.
It's not a halftime score.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, not 61-30 at the half. The other games are going on
they're
at the half. So Springville, again, defeating Edco tonight by a final score of 61-30. We're at the half here, and it's 28-16. It is a 12-point lead for MFL MarMac. When we return, we'll talk about our boys' game coming up a little bit later on and second half action. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, well, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
Combine strong winds with icy conditions and you have a winter storm recipe for downed power lines and outages. Get prepared now. Put together a kit to help keep everyone safe and warm during a winter storm emergency. Have extra blankets handy and stock up on water, flashlights, non-perishable food, essential medicines, and more. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Rockwire Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona. And by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. Welcome back again to Monona. 28-16 is our score. It is MFL MarMac girls leading Central right now. Of course, coming up a little bit later on tonight, we'll have the boys game for you with MFL MarMac and Central, and a couple of really good matchups in that game. It's a case there of both those boys' teams are athletic, they're quick, they want to play up-tempo, they both average in the 60s. Should be fun.
It should be, and you know, you look at MFL MarMac with the Lightfoot kid, he's been having a nice year. He's been quick to the basket, but then you look at the defensive side for Central, I think they got guys who can slow him down. I don't know if you can stop him, but they're definitely going to slow him down and defend him, and they got a lot of guys to throw at him. You look at Central, they've been able to score points. I think this is going to be a really good matchup between these two boys' teams in an Upper Iowa Conference contest.
All right, so again, that boys' game coming up a little bit later on. Central boys, by the way, one of 4 teams on the small school side, which is 1 conference loss. MFL MarMac has 2 conference losses on the big school side, but they come in winning 3 in a row.
Yeah, they've been on a nice win streak here, but kind of interesting how this is going to play out, and we're excited for that game. We're excited for the second half of this girls' game. I think for Central, this is the pace you wanted. You wanted a little slower. MFL MarMac not shooting the greatest, but the Central Warriors not taking advantage, and we're under a minute and a half time. Central's not back out here yet. You know, MFL MarMac Bulldogs are ready to go. Central just coming out of the locker room.
So, yeah, with 45 seconds to go before we start the third quarter. We've got a halftime score, and Waukon leads Clayton Ridge 26-5 at the half. We'll continue to keep you up to date. And again, North Fayette Valley leading Keyhigh 37-17 at the half. Springville girls have defeated Edco tonight by a final score of 61-30. So, second half, fouls not really a major concern. We have some players with 2 fouls, though.
Yeah, as long as they play clean here in the third quarter, I think we'll be fine. But I think if you're the Warriors, you got to value those possessions. You have to get shot attempts. It gives you second chance opportunities. But if you turn it over before shots, you're just not going to be able to do anything. And for the Bulldogs, they got to shoot better. You know, they've been getting to the basket and not making any of those shots.
So 28-16 our score for the Bulldogs to start the second half. It'll be, again, Olivia Driscoll, Emma Driscoll, also out there, Winter, Ruff, and Keener starting 5 out there for Central. We expect the same or for MFL MarMac, I should say. We expect the same for Central to start the second half with Embretson, Scharf, Oakley Armstrong, Royer, as well as Erickson. So there's your starting five, and it will be the Warriors basketball to start the second half. Obviously cutting down turnovers, a big key for the Warriors, who are probably, again, with 19 turnovers, surprised they're within 12 right now. And inbounds, Erickson. And Erickson throws it away. It's tipped by Emma Driscoll. She drives in. There's a layup. There's a turnover, and it's a 14-point lead for MFL MarMac. Inbounds to Royer. Royer in the backcourt. Brings it left sideline area. Stops in an offensive foul. She extended the arm as she was hounded by Emma Driscoll. And again, the Warriors a little too quick into the offensive end. And the ball goes back to MFL MarMac. That goes down as another turnover.
And 2 possessions, 2 turnovers, what we just talked about. The Warriors can't afford and gets a foul. That's a second foul against Royer as well.
And offensively, it is again Emma Driscoll driving, stopped outside the lane, tries to go back out on top. The ball is knocked away. Sliding to the court is Royer. Somehow slides it ahead to Oakley Armstrong. Warriors back in the offensive end as Oakley Armstrong stops the dribble but goes right side to Scharf. And again, it is Scharf back out on top to Erickson. Erickson off a pick. Right side, and again they switch. Baseline to Scharf. Scharf drives in against Winter. Covered. Left wing to Oakley Armstrong. In the corner, Embretson. 15-foot shot. Leaves it flat off the rim. Ball bounces to the right side. Out of bounds off Erickson. And it goes back to MFL MarMac. So the Warriors getting a shot that time, and that's a shot they like to take with Embretson.
Yeah, Embretson able to knock down that shot just a little short on that one. And rebound's going to go out of bounds. Give it back to the Bulldogs. And here they come up. Looks like the Warriors are going to stay in that girl-to-girl defense. They felt like they had some success with it in the first half.
Ruff to Winter. Winter drives in, swoops in left side. The shot no good. Knocked to the floor on the drive in. I believe Scharf the reach in. And Winter goes to the free throw line for 2. And we were talking about players having only 2 fouls. And that foul is on Scharf.
I think that foul is going to be on Embretson. I think that's going to be her third. He held up 2 different numbers, which I assume means
it's on Embretson. Free throw, it is good by Winter. So that's a major concern for the Warriors. That is really their legitimate post player they have, a senior for Central as well.
And I think Coach Wiley is going to roll the dice and tell Layla, play a little cleaner out there.
Second free throw, good by Winter, makes them both. And MFL MarMac doubling up Central right now, 32-16. Backcourt area, Royer. Royer, baseball pass to Scharf over her head. It goes out of bounds near side. And again, just for the Warriors, just a little up pace, kind of disrupts them. Another turnover.
Yeah, and that's the pressure of the Bulldogs. They've put enough pressure on that they're just forcing that tempo, and Coach Wiley wants to talk this over.
So a quick spurt for MFL MarMac, doubling up the lead at 32-16. Let's take this break.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
So a 30-second timeout taken by Central. In this timeout, it has to be about, let's take it easy out there.
Yeah, you're able to break the press, and then you got to reset and get it to a guard, get him to set the offense up, throwing those quick passes, the little panic passes. Just got to slow down, and it's going to take some maturity. Got some young girls on the court.
And it will be inbounds to Olivia Driscoll. So here we go with, again, a 16-point lead right now. And with the basketball, it is Olivia Driscoll. Right side, Driscoll on the right wing. And they work it on top to Emma Driscoll. So they get into their set. Emma Driscoll at the elbow area. Back out on top to Ruff. Ruff back over, top of the key to Winter, swings it left side. Emma Driscoll drives baseline, actually has the ball knocked away out of bounds by Oakley Armstrong. And Armstrong not using that baseline there as an extra defender. Driscoll tried to slide through.
Yeah, and reached with the correct hand that time, so didn't get the reaching foul there, played it clean.
Emma Driscoll takes it off the left side of the basket for MFL MarMac and has to go on top to Ruff to get it inbounds, so they avoid the 5-second call. Olivia Driscoll has it, top of the key, and backs it up towards the center court circle to get them into their offense. And left side, Olivia Driscoll trying to spin, middle of the lane, stops, uses a left hand as she leans in from 5 feet away. Shot no good. Long rebound. Ruff tracks it down, saves it back to Emma Driscoll. And Emma Driscoll drives in. Her layup no good, but fouled on the drive in. Hustle for the Bulldogs. Emma Driscoll to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, Emma Driscoll had a pretty quiet first half. Didn't have a shot attempt, but made her first basket in the second half. Goes to the free throw line for the first 2 free throws.
And that is the third foul as well on Oakley Armstrong for Central. Free throw by Emma Driscoll. It is no good. She'll get another opportunity. Into the game for Central will be number 22, Peyton Stannard. She will check into the ball game. Oakley Armstrong checks out with those 3 fouls.
And I think Coach Wiley had a question, and I don't know if he got the answer for the official he wanted there.
And again, Emma Driscoll to the free throw line after missing the first. She'll get another opportunity. Free throw, it is good. 1 of 2, 33-16. So MFL MarMac, quick 5 points on the board here in this third quarter, and suddenly pulling away. Sharp in the backcourt to Royer. Better hurry across the timeline. They do get it by. As, again, Royer stops the dribble on the offensive end, and it's knocked away. The ball goes off the hands of Stannard as Olivia Driscoll pressured the pass on top. A little contact there, but did not warrant a foul, and the ball goes back to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bulldogs going to get another benefit of a turnover here and see if they can capitalize with another bucket.
And the turnovers just continue to haunt the Warriors. Left side, Olivia Driscoll. Bounce pass to Ruff. She's wide open. Right-handed shot. Missed the layup, but Ruff her own rebound to Driscoll. Just outside the block. Little 6-foot jump shot by Driscoll. It is good. Olivia Driscoll the basket. 19-point lead, and Coach Wiley getting ready to go to the bench and bring in 4 players here as it is sliding away in this third quarter. Scharf, right side. Royer into the offensive end. Royer back out on top, knocked away by Winter, picked up by Olivia Driscoll. Another turnover. Driscoll leads the break. Stop back as the Warriors do a good job getting back defensively. Olivia Driscoll left side to Ruff. Ruff drives in, swoops to the left side, leaves the shot short, but it goes out of bounds off Central. Stays down here with MFL MarMac. Ruff has continually been aggressive in this ball game tonight, getting to the basket.
Yeah, she's been able to get there, but hasn't come away with any points thus far. So frustrating night for Samantha Ruff. She's just continued to drive, though, doing what their game plan says.
Embertson, Royer, Stannard, and Erickson all check out. Olivia Driscoll on the inbounds. Jump steps in, shuffles the feet, and took an extra step. She tumbles to the court trying to flip it up, but the ball goes back there, too. Once again, Central on the turnover. Into the game for Central, Zoe Armstrong into the ball game. Also, Oakley Armstrong back in, Singleton, and Gregerson. So inbounds to Oakley Armstrong into the offensive end. Stops the dribble, but gets out of the double team. On top to Zoe Armstrong. Left side for 3. Got it. First basket of the second half for the Warriors. Back within 35-19. Backcourt area, Olivia Driscoll. Driscoll has it, brings it back out on top offensively. Left side again to Emma Driscoll, who drives baseline, cut off. Feeds it over to Keener through her hands. Ruff picks it up, right wing for 3. Got it. Ruff, she's been aggressive on offense. 38-16. Bulldogs lead by 22.
Yeah, Bulldogs answer the big bucket by Zoe Armstrong and hits one of their own with Ruff.
And here in the offensive end, Zoe Armstrong drives in, bumps into Keener, loses the handle on the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Back to MFL MarMac. So Royer back in. Sharp checks out of the ball game, and another timeout here taken by the Warriors. Things sliding away. 38-19. MFL MarMac in the lead.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard, and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Over the past years, Central State Bank has invested in numerous programs and organizations dedicated to the education and enrichment of young people in our area. Athletics and the arts, vocational education, and youth club activities. Because Central State Bank is more than a bank, we're your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, your business partners. And these kids represent the future of our community. Trust your finances to a bank that invests in you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Our score, 38-19. MFL MarMac in the lead. We have another score at the end of 3. North Fayette Valley leading Keyhigh 51-31 at the end of 3. Tigerhawks winless coming into this ball game tonight. Still playing without Lexi McGowan, but what a turnaround performance tonight for NFV.
Yeah, much better performance, and Keyhigh ranked team in Class 1A, and this is a small school, big school game, but that's a big win for the Tigerhawks if they can hold on in that fourth quarter with that 20-point lead.
All right, Warriors, by the way, only have 1 timeout to use. MFL MarMac has not taken a timeout. We really haven't had any reason to right now.
No, not really.
Olivia Driscoll into the offensive end. Central here is going 2-3 zone. High post area to Winter. Left side, Driscoll open. Left side for 3. Leaves it flat off the back of the rim. Long rebound leads to Ruff. Ruff back to Keener. Keener double dribble with the basketball. They call traveling. Either way, it's a turnover as she drove underneath the basket. So again, Central going to the zone, and this is what we've talked about maybe the last few seasons for MFL MarMac is when they face a zone defense, movement is what is needed in their offense.
Yeah, not just stop and pop. You got to find a way to get to the basket.
Singleton drives in, tries to flip it up with the left hand, but too far underneath the basket. Came up in the air, right back down in the hands of Ruff. Meanwhile, Bulldogs back in the offensive end, try to push it to Winter in the corner, knocked out of bounds by Royer. So let's see how the Bulldogs attack this 2-3 zone.
Yeah, the last time down they just kind of popped the three, crashed the boards, but we'll see if they try to do something a little different here on the reset.
Olivia Driscoll gets it inbounds to Emma, who feeds it back there to the younger sister, Olivia. Left wing area now to Emma Driscoll. Driscoll is going to bring it on top. Gregerson knocked it away, but Emma Driscoll controls it, drives in, kicks it in the corner to Olivia Driscoll. And hitting the floor hard was Emma Driscoll, and Olivia Driscoll is fouled, and Emma Driscoll gets up okay. But the foul on the drive in, it's a blocking call committed by Oakley Armstrong. That's her fourth. On a blocking call, that must have been as Olivia Driscoll was driving in?
Olivia Driscoll driving the baseline, and they called that blocking on Oakley Armstrong. So she's going to go to the bench with 4 fouls. But Emma Driscoll hit the deck pretty hard, but drove in there. Good defense by the Warriors, and just a collision.
So that is the 4th foul on Central. MFL MarMac has not committed any. Inbounds Winter in the corner to Driscoll. Olivia drives in, little one-handed runner, blocked by Singleton. Nice help out of the defense there by Singleton, who grabs the rebound, nearly throws the ball away, but it goes into the backcourt to Zoe Standard, or I should say Armstrong, able to track it down in the backcourt. Guarded by Winter. Zoe drives right side on a reach-in foul committed there by Ruff. That'll be the first whistle. The Bulldogs, Central takes it off the right side of their basket.
Yeah, short lineup in there. You've got Zoe Armstrong, Peyton Standard, Maya Gregerson, their guards, but you got Singleton in the middle. She's going to actually go to the bench.
As well as Gregerson, yep.
Gregerson out and Erickson in.
Yep, so Embretson and Erickson check in. Ruff checks out for MFL MarMac, and it is Evelyn Fritz into the ball game for the Bulldogs. So Erickson takes it right side and trying to get it inbounds here. Some problems and goes back out on top, and they'll get it inbounds there to Standard, who just also came into the game. So Erickson has it on top, spins at the elbow, left side, Standard open, left wing, fires up the three off the back of the rim. Long rebound by Evelyn Fritz for MFL MarMac. Bulldogs push it offensively, right side running the court. Winter led ahead by Evelyn Fritz. Right-handed layup by Winter. 21-point lead for the Bulldogs.
Boy, those bigs for MFL MarMac know how to run the court, and they finish around the rack.
And again, 3 minutes left in the third. Baseline Standard, double team, back over to, again, Zoe Armstrong for 3, and that one's short. And it goes out of bounds. It will go back to MFL MarMac. Chloe Schutte back into the game for the Bulldogs. Checking out will be, I believe, Keener. Also, Brindley Fritz into the ball game. And back in for them for MFL MarMac is once again
Emma Driscoll's out.
Emma Driscoll checks out. So there's the 2 in. As again, it was Brindley Fritz coming in along with Schutte. Meanwhile, checking out for Central was once again number 15 in Zoe Armstrong. And Royer back into the game for her. Right side on the wing, Evelyn Fritz with it. Fritz elbow area, top of the key, Driscoll open for 3, got it! 43-19, Bulldogs pulling away here in the third.
Now you pick your poison when you switch to the zone. Now you got the well-shooting Driscoll out there as opposed to the guards driving for the Bulldogs.
And left side in the offensive end, stopping the dribble is Standard, goes to Royer. Royer gets a step by her defender, little running right-handed layup, it is no good. Singleton the rebound, saves it over to Erickson. Erickson drives in, loses the ball on the way in, into the hands of Singleton, and Singleton is fouled on the reach-in by Winter. That is her 3rd foul of this ball game.
Yeah, fouled on after she got that rebound, but on the floor, so we're not in that shooting situation yet. Only the 2nd foul in this quarter against the Bulldogs, 3rd for Winter.
And Winter will check out as Keener comes back into the ball game. 11 points for Winter. Evelyn Fritz also has 11 points off the bench for, once again, MFL MarMac. Right side, inbounds, it will be Erickson. Erickson, problems getting it inbounds, needs some help, and again, looking to call a timeout. Nope, they call a 5-second violation. Looked like Erickson was trying to say timeout there, but did not signal for it. So the ball goes back to the Bulldogs on yet another turnover.
She must not have said it because the verbal will count just like the signal, so she must have just rolled the dice there.
Did it not look like
it looked like she was saying something.
And left side on top to Olivia Driscoll. Driscoll right side to Evelyn Fritz. Fritz elbow area. Keener 15-footer from the elbow. It is good. So it's 45-19 in a third quarter dominated by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're just pulling away, and the defense is leading the way. Offense is coming on strong.
Scharf on top, guarded by Schutte. Back over to Erickson. Erickson goes left side to, once again, Stannard. 90 seconds left in the third. Royer left wing area to Singleton. Singleton left wing to Scharf. Scharf at the elbow area, trying to back her way down, gets it over to Royer. Royer deep three left side off the back of the rim. Nice box out on the right side by Brynlee Fritz to carry on the basketball. Olivia Driscoll drives in the lane, right side, Evelyn Fritz open, right wing for three, got it, rattled around, stayed down. It's 48-19 Bulldogs.
Evelyn Fritz having a nice night. That puts her at 14 points.
And Scharf back over top of the key, left side to Stannard. What a dominant third quarter by MFL MarMac. And it is Stannard, left side, going off a pick. Takes a step back three on its way. Shot no good off the right side of the rim. Goes out of bounds, and it goes back to MFL MarMac. 20-3 right now is your scoring in this third quarter.
Yeah, MFL MarMac just pulling away, hitting on all cylinders right now, and Central hasn't had an answer thus
So
far.
my, oh my, and MFL MarMac here well in control. Left side to Brynlee Fritz. Fritz left open. She's going to fire up a three off the front of the rim. No good. Evelyn Fritz the rebound. Her putback blocked by Singleton, but a foul called on Singleton. Evelyn Fritz, the left-handed shooting touch, goes to the free throw line for two. And a chance to add on for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, Brynlee Fritz just didn't know where to go with it. She squared up, had a good-looking shot, but second chance opportunity there for the Bulldogs.
And Evelyn Fritz's free throw on its way. It is good. A 30-point lead for MFL MarMac. It was a 12-point lead at the half. We're talking about the possibility of the 35-point rule in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this is crazy how fast this pulled away.
Second free throw by Evelyn Fritz. It is good. 50-19. 39 seconds left in the quarter. And it will be Scharf across the timeline. The Bulldogs have called off the full court pressure as Stannard has it left side, guarded by Brynlee Fritz. Fritz back out on top to Scharf. Scharf drives left side, trying to back her way down, drives in, kicks it baseline to Royer. Royer right side for three, got it. Needing that without a doubt. 18 seconds to go. That's their second three-pointer of the quarter. That's been all their points. Evelyn Fritz into the offensive end, tried to go in the lane, ball deflected, picked up there by Central, and a foul called by Chloe Schutte. On Chloe Schutte going after the loose basketball. Central will get it back with 11 seconds left in our third quarter.
Well, and here comes that full court pressure. MFL MarMac says we're gonna make you earn this one.
And especially with 11.4 seconds to go here, you want to make them take some time. Erickson, problems getting it inbounds, gives it to Singleton. Back to Erickson, inside 10 seconds left in the third. Erickson hounded in the backcourt, behind the back dribble, brings it in the offensive end, takes a 25-footer. It is well short. She took it early. The ball goes out of bounds, and there's still 0.7 seconds left on the clock. Erickson probably could have got a step or two closer as she launched it from about 30 feet.
Yeah, I think she could have gotten a little bit closer on that, maybe had more her feet under her, but didn't know for sure where that time was at.
And MFL MarMac will just inbounce the basketball to Olivia Driscoll, and the third quarter comes to an end. We go to the fourth. MFL MarMac outscoring Central 22-6 in the third quarter. They lead by 28 as we go to the fourth.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Carr Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com, Bacon Concrete in Postville, Furniture Showcase in Allwine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual Agent in Monona, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org, and Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. So a big third quarter for MFL MarMac allows them to take control of this ball game, leading 50-22 as we start the fourth quarter. Bulldogs basketball, it will be Evelyn Fritz, Driscoll out there, that's Emma Driscoll, Ruff along with Keener and Winter. For the Warriors, Gregerson out there, along with Armstrong, as well as Erickson. You also have out there Scharf and Embritson. So here we go, starting the fourth quarter. And off the elbow area, they go in the lane to Winter. Winter back out on top to Evelyn Fritz. She drives in, a little left-handed runner. It's up and in off the left side of the lane. And what a spark off the bench tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Evelyn Fritz having a great night shooting, and she always plays really good defense, but getting the shooting going with it tonight.
Erickson off a pick, launches a three, left wing, cupped in and out, no good. Embritson has it, knocked away out of bounds, stays down here with the Warriors. What was our shooting in the third quarter?
For the Bulldogs, they were 7 of 13, so shooting over 50%, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. For the Warriors, they were 2 of 10. And they did not shoot a free throw.
Erickson underneath the basket, left side, and again, problems getting it inbounds. Goes back out on top, though, to Oakley Armstrong. Armstrong left side to Erickson. Erickson a lane to the basket, dribbled it off the foot. Had the right idea and dribbled it off the foot. It goes out of bounds, back to the Bulldogs. Turnovers, just the story for Central tonight.
Yeah, Central's up to 27 turnovers. MFL MarMac sitting at 10, so they're taking care of the basketball. Central just not able to handle this defense.
And again, this is a different team you're facing tonight as far as defensively. Evelyn Fritz back out on top to Ruff. Ruff loses the basketball, picked up by Erickson. Warriors with a turnover. And here is Erickson driving in the lane. Stops, goes between two defenders, too far underneath the basket there. The ball hit underneath the rim. Ruff back offensively now for MFL MarMac. Ruff on top to Winter. Winter left side to Driscoll. Emma Driscoll, that is, tried to back her way down, tried to throw it to Evelyn Fritz. Spin move along the baseline, threw it out of bounds. And the Bulldogs turn it over back to Central.
Yeah, a rare turnover there for the Bulldogs.
And as far as turnovers tonight for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, they're sitting at 12. So, I mean, they've been taking care of the ball. Just 2 quick ones here in the fourth, but almost single digits.
Well, in the case that you realize they want to play a quicker pace, so you're going to live with some turnovers there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Erickson, top of the key, right side to Armstrong. Armstrong baseline to Embritson. Embritson near the right corner. And the Bulldogs have played girl-to-girl throughout. Oakley Armstrong, right side for three, grazes the left side of the rim, and the long rebound picked up by Emma Driscoll. Back in the offensive end is Winter. Winter, left side, Emma Driscoll steps into a three, left wing, got it! 55-22, nice kick out there by Winter to the open shooter.
Yeah, and that's first three-pointer tonight for Emma Driscoll. All her points coming in the second half, so having a much stronger second half.
And 6 points for Emma Driscoll here this second half. Erickson, right side, stopped, and Ruff stumbles for a second, but gets back up. She's all right. You always kind of fear, which is the way she tumbled there, that could have been like a knee injury or something. We've seen that too many times. And Gregerson, left side to Embritson. Here is again Erickson, double team, takes a shot. It's contested between 3 players, no good. Rebound by Ruff. Ruff ahead to Emma Driscoll, takes the right-handed layup, scores it, and start the moving clock. With 5:45 to go, 57-22, MFL MarMac here rolling.
And you can see Coach Bugenhagen, he's getting 5 ready to go to get in here and sub.
Erickson left corner for 3, aired it out from the deep left corner. Fritz got the rebound, tied up by Gregerson. It is a jump ball, and it will stay down here, though, with with Central. Royer into the ball game. Erickson checks out. Bulldogs going into their bench. As Schutte comes back into the ball game, Brindley Fritz also coming in there as well will be the new players. Number 12 into the game in Nora Rasmussen. That is a freshman. And also into the ball game for them is number 14 into the game, and that is going to be Ashlyn Dundee, a sophomore. And also in there is number 0, Brooklyn Lott, a freshman. So again, they get young off the bench, and now we've got a tie-up as Gregerson tied up on the floor there. Along with Lunt, it is a jump ball, good call by the officials, and it goes back there to Central. Meanwhile, for the Warriors, they did not make any substitutions there, did they?
They just brought in Royer. Erickson went to the bench, but otherwise, nope, everybody else is still.
You know, in all likelihood, Olivia Driscoll probably done in this ball game without playing the fourth quarter.
Yeah, probably. Probably doesn't need to be out there.
And left side, they work the basketball now with Rasmussen. Rasmussen pick and roll to Schutte, intercepted by Royer. Loose ball on the court, picked up by Dundee, and they call a jump ball to bail us out there. I don't know if anybody really had possession of it, but let's call it jump ball and give it back to MFL, or to Central, I should say.
Yeah, give it back to Central on the jump ball here, and we've got another sub, Zoe Armstrong, checking in. Blair Scharf is going to check out.
So I believe that's Blair Scharf taking a seat for the first time this second half as we go inside 4 minutes left in our fourth quarter. It was 28-16 at the half. MFL MarMac led by a dozen. But you see the signs of the type of team MFL MarMac can be once again this year. Embritson, baseline 17-footer, grazes the side of the rim. Shot is no good. Brindley Fritz gets the rebound. We're inside 4 minutes left here in the fourth with a moving clock. Brindley Fritz goes off the pick, drives in, a double dribble. Nope, she didn't. She got it over to Shooting. She's open, little 5-foot shot, popped in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Lotz. Her put back from the left side, up and in. So you see there's also some talented freshmen out there for MFL MarMac who they were impressive in the JV game tonight, an impressive win over Central.
Yeah, they've got a lot of talent, a lot of girls that are going to be around for 4 years.
Royer drives right side to Gregerson. On top to Zoe Armstrong. She's open, going to fire up the three off the back of the rim. Long rebound goes into the hands there of Dundee. So, yeah, this is a team that the program here not going to go away for the next few years, folks.
And you've got athleticism out there. You've got quickness, even on the girls off the bench. So this is going to be a team to be reckoned with for a while.
Dundee got it between two defenders, and she tried to drive right side but lost it out of bounds, and it goes back there to Central. Singleton back into the ball game, and Oakley Armstrong will check out. Also in there is Madeline Pope. She is a freshman, her first appearance in the ball game. And checking out is Ebritson. They are likely done for the night. Inside 2:45 left in our fourth quarter. No fouls so far in our fourth quarter. Only thing yet to decide is the final score. So let's see if we can get some subs in the scoring column. That'd be nice to see for both these teams. Pope to Gregerson. Gregerson bodied there, and got a foul called. And the foul is on Lutz. So there's our first whistle of the quarter. Let's not get into the bonus here.
I don't think we're at the risk of that. We've only got 2.5 to play.
And it will be near side, taking it out of bounds in Royer. So Royer goes right side to Zoe Armstrong, who drives in, floats up the shot, no good. It was contested by Rasmussen. Schutte gets the rebound, gets it ahead of the pack to Brindley Fritz, but getting back there is Singleton to take away the basketball in the lane to deny the Bulldogs a fast break opportunity. Royer in the offensive end to Gregerson. Left side in the corner. Pope left corner for three, aired it out. Singleton the rebound, no good. Played Annie over, but Singleton stays with it, gets a rebound off the left. Gregerson left side, and driving in is again Pope. Right side, the deep three. That's launched there by Zoe Armstrong. Short, grazed the bottom of the rim. Fritz gets the rebound, and MFL MarMac wants to go deeper into their bench. And the student section, apparently there's a couple of subs they wanted to see into the ball game.
Well, I think the one they're looking for is Evelyn Bird now, the sophomore. She's in the game.
And also into the ball game as well will be Kinley Young, and Young is a freshman. Bird now, by the way, is a sophomore for MFL MarMac.
Yes.
Clock stopped with the timeout taken.
And a bunch of subs for Central.
Yep, we'll let you know who's in for the Warriors here. Number 4 into the ball game for Central, and that is Avery Fetty into the game. Also in there as well is number 14, and that is going to be Raylyn Comer. Meanwhile, right side, the shot by Dundee, no good. Rebound by Bird, now up and in from the left side, and the students get excited here with 1:20 to go. 61-22, Bird now in the column.
Yep, she's in the scoring column in the book.
And driving in right side, shot taken by, once again, Pope. It is banked long, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lott. Lott back into the offensive end. She'll pull things back out on top. Also into the game for Central as Lott drives in, misses the running shot. Bird now gets the rebound, and they'll bring it back left side. Number 10 in for Central, Claire Bergen, and also number in there is number 0. Or rather, Pope is already into the ball game, but number 50 into the game. And who is that on our sheet?
Number 50
Number 30 is who it is. It's Tenley Meyer.
Tenley Meyer.
Tenley
yes.
Meyer into the ball game. MFL MarMac came up empty in the other offensive end. Goes back left side. The jump shot there offered by Central. Shot taken there by
Carly Bergen.
And it's short. And the rebound pulled down there by MFL MarMac. They can hold it if they'd like and let things run out here in a second half in which the Warriors scored only 6 points. They did not score as of right now in the fourth quarter. Jump shot taken by number 15 in there for MFL MarMac. Kinley Young, no good. Young loses the basketball in the lane, and it's picked up there by Central and Bergen. Back ahead of the pack, they get it to Meyer. She's overshot. Ball goes out of bounds inside 10 seconds left as the clock winds down, and MFL MarMac will pick up victory number 6 on the season. They get it inbounds to, once again, Lott, and the game comes to an end. A dominant second half by MFL MarMac. They outscore Central 33-6 in the second half, and they win impressively. 61-22, the final score. With the win, the Bulldogs 6-1, 4-1 in the conference. Central drops to 4-3, 2-2 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats and the Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports. TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Alcater on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Lewena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Welcome back to Monona. MFL MarMac girls victorious 61-22, the final score. We turn things over to Coach Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals.
For the Bulldogs, they were led tonight by Evelyn Fritz off the bench. The sophomore finishes with 18 points. Blair Winter with 11 points. We've got 8 points for Olivia Driscoll and Emma Driscoll. We've got 5 points for Cora Keener. Chloe Schutte has 4 points. Samantha Ruff has 3 points. 2 points for Brooklyn Lant. And 2 points for Evelyn Birdnow. So 61 points for the Bulldogs tonight. They ended up with 16 turnovers, but a lot of those there in the waning parts of that game.
Totals now for Central.
For Central, they were led by 2 girls, Riley Erickson with 5 and Katie Royer with 5. Layla Embertson with 4. 3 points for Oakley Armstrong and for Zoe Armstrong. Peyton Stander with 2 points. 22 points for the Warriors.
Again, the final score, 61-22. Other girls' finals, North Fayette Valley beat Key High 58-44. Springville over Edco 61-30. Waukon leads Clayton Ridge 38-8 going into the fourth. A quick break. Chalk Talk for the boys' game next.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
It's time now for the Warrior Bulldog boys game. The Central boys are one of 4 teams with 1 conference loss on the small school side. A win tonight keeps them atop the leaderboard. The MFL MarMac boys coming off a 3-win week, all of them convincing victories. After starting out 0-2, they look to keep their winning streak going. Time now for game number 2 with the Warriors and Bulldogs. The Chalk Talk for our boys game coming up next on KCTN FM 100.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
This is Dr. Jessica Wilkie, along with Dr. Foey, Dr. Bruner, and our staff here at Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We are honored to sponsor winter sports and activities for the area schools. We're here to help keep those smiles healthy by providing all areas of general dentistry for children and adults, including same-day crowns, Invisalign, dentures, and implants. We thank our patients for their loyalty for the last 40 years and welcome new patients to join our dental family. Call us at 563-539-4651.
We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Central boys basketball coach Brady Stramer. Coach, your team now 2-2, 2-1 in the conference. Handled West Central Friday night, 88-47. Tell me about that game.
We came out ready to go on both ends. We really emphasized defensive pressure. I thought we did a good job of that right out of the gate. I was able to get some turnovers and score in transition early there. And beyond that, had our best shooting night from the field by far so far this season, which was great to see. We were able to put up 28 first-quarter points. And then from there on out, we did a lot of good things. We had some balanced scoring. I think for the first time this year, we had 4 guys in double figures as well, so lots of positives from last Friday night.
All right, let's go through starting a lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, we'll start with a couple of sophomores in the backcourt for us, Mason Lone and Griffin Hammersland. Owen Hammersland will be a wing and a junior for us, and then 2 seniors to carve out our starting 5, and Isaac Lone, and then Jake Carratramp will be in the middle for us.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yeah, we've been pretty consistent. Carson Rignitz, a senior, has been the first guy off the bench. I'm sure that'll continue. Garrett Burns is another senior that's been in every game for us. And then a couple of sophomores, Owen Burke and Ty Zittegren, have kind of carved out some rotational roles for us and could get minutes as well tonight.
All right, turning our attention to MFL MarMac, what do you know about the Bulldogs?
Yeah, it's a really good team. Record-wise, they're 3-2, but both those losses, I think, were combined 7 points against 2 really good teams, so they're really close to being 5-0. The Lightfoot kid, senior guard for him, he's shown that if he's not the best guard in the conference, he's certainly right there, averaging 27 points a game. I think that's one of the top guys in the state, and he's also averaging 4 steals per game, so it kind of starts with him on both ends. Beyond that, they've got other good shooters from the perimeter. I think they've got 4 of their 5 starters over 40% from 3, so we definitely have to locate their shooters. And then on the defensive end, from what I've seen on tape, they've pretty much been 1-3-1 or man defense, so we'll expect one of those 2 things.
All right, keys in the ball game for Central. What do you need to do then?
Yeah, I mentioned it. Just have to know where Lightfoot is. He can score at all 3 levels, and he can find his teammates when they're open. So we got to communicate on the ball screens and things like that. Offensively, again, regardless of what defense they're in, we've got to limit our turnovers. I think we had 17 Friday night. That's going to be too many. They're too good offensively to give them easy transition buckets, so we got to try and limit them to half-court offense. And then beyond that, on the offensive end, we just got to make sure we're not settling for threes, trying to attack the basket the best we can.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Appreciate it, Dan.
Yes, Central Boys basketball coach Brady Stramer on his Warrior program. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
We continue the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by MFL MarMac boys basketball coach Eric Detbarn. Coach, your team now 3-2, 1-2 in the conference. Nice non-conference win against Janesville on Saturday, 67-54. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it really was a good win for us. It was your typical mid-morning Saturday game after a tough games the night before on Friday night. I didn't think either team played particularly well, but we were able to shoot the ball very well, and that kind of led us to the victory.
All right, let's go through starting a lineup for your team in tonight's ball game.
We'll start Carter Lightfoot and Tristan Bacon at guards. We'll have Eli Hansen and Bryce Jones at forwards, and then we'll have Wesley Corlett in the middle.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
We'll have Carson Pester come off the bench for us. Landon Meyer come off the bench for us. Kenny Corlett, and then we'll kind of see where it goes from there.
All right, turning our attention to Central. What do you know about the Warriors?
Well, they got 4 guards. They play 4 guards and one big guy in the middle. A lot of quickness, good ball handling. They're pretty good shooters. And then their 6'6" guy in the middle gives them a little bit of size, and we're going to have to compete with that.
All right, keys in the ball game for MFL MarMac then. What do you have to do?
We're going to have to play well defensively. We're going to have to make sure that we do a good job of keeping them out of the lane, force them to hit tough contested shots, and then rebound the basketball.
All right, so we are in the final week here of the first half of the season. Do you like the progress this team has made with a lot of guys kind of stepping into new roles?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think Carter's definitely our leader, but we're having kids like Tristan Bacon and Eli Hansen and Wes Corlett and guys like that are stepping up for us and starting to play much better basketball now, and hopefully that will continue.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn and his Bulldog team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank. We empower success.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
The Vets and Vet Techs at Veterinary Associates of Clayton County offer a wide variety of services for all animals. We believe in treating every patient as if they were our own pet and give them the same loving attention and care they receive from you. Call our office at 563-245-1633 to make an appointment today. The Veterinary Associates of Clayton County are proud sponsors of Central Elkader Sports.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Mobile Track Solutions in Elkader, David Balls, agent for Balls Insurance Agency in Elkader, Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency Monona, Auto Home Business Crop Farm and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place in Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, and by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. Welcome back to Monona. Welcome back to game number 2 with Central and MFL MarMac tonight on KCTN. Our girls' final, MFL MarMac wins going away 61-22. Other finals, North Fayette Valley beating Keyhigh tonight 58-44. Wacom beat Clayton Ridge 49-15. Springville over Edco 61-30. We turn our attention to our boys game. Central boys come in 2-2, 2-1 in the conference. MFL MarMac is 3-2, 1-2 in the conference. Let's talk about this team. First off, for the Warriors, it is a balanced offensive attack for them.
It is. They got a lot of guys who can score points. Owen Hammerslin, 13.5. Mason Lone, 12.5. Griffin Hammerslin, 11 and almost almost 12 points. Isaac Lowen almost 11 points. Jake Hairtrump 7 points. They distribute the wealth well.
And meanwhile, for MFL MarMac, Carter Lightfoot having a great senior season to lead the conference in scoring.
Yeah, he's averaging about 27 points, shooting 85% from the free throw line. Tristan Bacon chipping in 11 points, the junior. Wesley Corlett, another senior, putting in 11 points, 9 rebounds, almost a double-double there. And Eli Hansen, 8, almost 9 points, 5 rebounds.
And both these teams average in the 60s offensively. We've been looking forward to this matchup because both teams at the guard spots are so athletic.
Well, yeah, they've got quick guards, they've got fast guards, they've got athletic players all over the court, and I think if you're the Warriors tonight, you got to find a way to use those guards to slow down Lightfoot. I don't know if you can stop him, but you got to slow him down. Then you got to crash the boards, rebound so you can defend, and you got to shoot well tonight if you're the Warriors.
Meanwhile, for MFL MarMac, the boards are going to be a concern for them.
I think so. They're going to have to identify those shooters and really box them out. They're going to need second chance points. If they can't shoot well, they got to find those second chance points, and I think they need that consistent defense without the fouls. Sometimes they get handsy, and they just got to play consistent defense but not put Central at the free throw line.
All right, we have our first boys score of the night. At halftime, North Lynn leads Starmont 27-26 at the half. We'll see Starmont and Edco in a boys basketball special for you Friday nights on KCTN. Just one game. Chalk Talk begins at around 7. Game time at 7:30 here on KCTN FM 100. Live video streamed on KCTN.com. Let's go courtside with Greg Schiller. Starting lineups here for game number 2 now with MFL MarMac and once
Ladies
again
and gentlemen,
Central.
Welcome once again to MFL MarMac High School for tonight's boys varsity basketball game between the Central Elkader Warriors and the MFL MarMac Bulldogs. The Warriors are coached by Brady Stramer, assisted by Blake Rodenberg, Peter Thompson, and Hazen Lone. The Bulldogs are coached by Eric Detbarn, assisted by Michael Moon and Corey Donlin. Officials for tonight's game are Vaughn Grimm, Jeff Rohn, and Loris Digman. Now starting lineups first for the Warriors, number 3, Griffin Hammersland. Number 5, Mason Lone. Number 22, Jake Hertramp. Number 23, Isaac Lone. And number 24, Owen Hammersland. Now the starting lineup for the MFL MarMac Bulldogs. At guard, a 5'10" senior from Luena, Iowa, number 1, Carter Lightfoot. At guard, a 5'10" junior from Bloody Run, Iowa, number 4, Tristan Bacon. At forward, a 6'2" senior from Watson, Iowa, number 5, Eli Hansen. At center, a 6'5" senior from Breezy Point, Iowa, number 12, Wesley Corlett. And at forward, a 6' junior from Snai-McGill, Iowa, number 22, Bryce Jones.
Thank you very much there, Greg Schiller, with our starting lineups once again. We had what? Bloody Run?
Bloody Run.
Breezy Summit. Breezy
Oh,
Point, I should say.
Snai-McGill, I love it.
Yeah.
Watson, you can never go wrong with Watson.
Yeah, and again, we like I said, we said this during the girls' game. My old man was born in Freilich. You're from National.
I grew up in National,
so
you bet.
We're all got the tie back here to this area. Meanwhile, it will be for Central. Jumping up for them will be, once again, Hertrumpf. And for MFL MarMac, it should be Winter jumping things up. We've got a score at the end of the first quarter. Crestwood leads Postville 24-13 at the end of 1. So ready to go here with game number 2. Again, the MFL MarMac girls just impressive in our, once again, first game tonight. So here we go with the boys' game. We're going to run up and down the court. Should be a great one. And the tip is in the air, and it is controlled by MFL MarMac. Winter into the backcourt, and this game is underway.
Corlett on the tip on that.
Sorry about that. The right side. Hansen drives in the lane, takes a shot, blocked by Hertrup, but rebound pulled down there by, once again, with the basketball was, I should say, Corlett, and lost it out of bounds in the far corner, but it was actually knocked away out of bounds on the far side.
Yeah, good defense there that first time by the Warriors. Jake Hairtrump, he's guarding Corlett, but came off to help on Hansen.
And again, the Warriors come out man-to-man, starting things out. So right side, Larson with the basketball. Larson to Lightfoot. And Lightfoot at the free throw line, drives in, double pump shot, blocked by Hairtrump. He's there with the help defense, gets the rebound, and here's the Warriors back offensively. Quickly in the offensive end, Mason Lone, but a good job by the Bulldogs getting back. They go to Owen Hammersland, drives baseline, shot no good. Hairtrump got the rebound, misses the putback. Second effort comes right back to him, puts it up and in. The size for the Warriors a factor on both ends of the court. They strike first, leading 2-0.
Yeah, just Hansen tried to drive there and got it blocked, and a good run out by the Warriors, able to finish at the basket.
Right side to Bacon. Bacon drives in, cut off, back out on top to Hansen. Hansen stops his dribble, needs some help, goes back door to Lightfoot. His shot from the left side, up and in, use the right hand. Nice cut by Lightfoot, slicing back door. We're knotted at 2.
Yeah, nice drive there with the pass with Lightfoot.
Lone right side, Owen Hammersland, right wing for 3, got it. Warriors leading scoring, hits a 3 from the three-point line there on the right side with that sweet left-handed touch.
Yeah, nothing but net there, and shot that with confidence. Did they get him going early? He could be a big factor.
Lightfoot between the legs, behind the back, brings it into the offensive end, in the corner now to Hansen. Back out on top to, again, Bacon. Bacon's guarded by Griffin Hammersland. Bacon right side, that is to once again Corlett. Misses the 15-footer from the elbow. Had a good look. Shot no good. Box out. Pulled down there by the Warriors, and they run the court. Hairtrump with it on top. Left wing to Griffin Hammersland. In the corner, they try to go to Isaac Lone. Try to go inside to Hairtrump. Knocked away. Picked up by Owen Hammersland. And right back out on top to Mason Lone to slow things down a bit.
Yeah, just wanted to slow it down, reset the offense here.
Griffin Hammersland to Owen Hammersland. He's open off the right side for 3 off the front of the rim. Shot no good. Hansen goes up and grabs the carom in the middle of the lane for the Bulldogs. So 2 minutes in. Lightfoot in the offensive end. Right side, that's Bacon open just off the top of the key for 3. Leaves it flat off the back of the rim. Long rebound, though, picked up by Jones. And Jones tried to work it along the baseline. Knocked out of bounds by the Warriors. Bulldogs will now take it out of bounds on the right-handed side.
Reset. And you can see what the Warriors are trying to do. Keep Jake Hairtrump in the middle of that lane. He's guarding Corlett, but he's coming off every chance he gets to try to block a shot.
Inbounds to Hansen. There with the help defense. Lightfoot has it on the corner. Drives in the lane. Takes a tough shot over Hairtrump. Forced it a bit. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Corlett the rebound. Saves it back to Lightfoot to Jones on the left wing. Grazes the right side of the rim. Too strong. But the rebound by Hansen. His putback from the right side hits the left side of the rim. And it is too long. Bulldogs come up empty. Meanwhile, ahead of the pack, here's Central. Hairtrump leading Owen Hammersland. Slides in from the right side. Actually, the left side uses the right hand. And it's 7-2 Warriors, the early lead.
The Warriors don't mind getting up and down, and they're going to run when they get a chance here.
Lightfoot to Bacon. Bacon drives in, jump stops, takes a fadeaway shot over Hairtrump. Bounces twice off the left side of the rim. It was highly contested. Shot no good. And back in the offensive end is Central. Central left side to Griffin Hammersland, now to Owen. Again, the Bulldogs will switch basically on every pick. Here's Mason Lone, drives in, gets a step by his defender. Shot is short there as he took it right side, and the rebound pulled down by MFL MarMac. Lightfoot back in the offensive end. He drives in, double pump, crazy layup, hanging in the air, gets it to float in from the right side, just like that. Bulldogs back within 3.
Did a good job of keeping that ball away from the outstretched hands of Hairtrump.
And with it on top, Mason Lone. He drives into the lane, tried to feed it to Hairtrump, an errant pass, but they save it with Owen Hammersland back out on top to Griffin. And again, Mason Lone will get him into their offensive set now here for Central. Drives in, the ball knocked away from behind by Lightfoot. Played that old rec league defense, reaching in from behind. Goes out of bounds, and it stays down here with Central. Our first substitution of the ball game is Isaac Lone checking out for Central. Into the ball game for them is number 25, and that will be Carson Rignitz. He is a senior. So we approach the halfway point of the first quarter. Inbounds to Mason Lone, deep left corner. Owen Hammersland now with it on the left wing. Gets a step by, once again, Hansen drives in. The shot contested by Hansen. Left it a little bit short. Good defense by Hansen recovering. And the Bulldogs in the backcourt now with Lightfoot. And again, Lone just waiting for him. Every time he touches the ball, Mason Lone. And it is Lightfoot on top. Goes right side to Jones. Back over to the free throw line. Driving in is Corlett. Stopped right wing to Lightfoot. Lightfoot baseline 15-footer. Leaves the shot long. Rebound by Jones. He misses the putback. Jones again off the side of the rim and rolls through. Jones, not a huge guy at all on the court. About 5'9", but a couple of offensive rebounds. Bulldogs back within 1.
Playing big in the inside.
Left side, Mason Lone for 3. Got it from the left wing. Warriors good shooting here early. They lead 10-6.
Yeah, that was a big shot, a quick shot there by Mason Lone, but knocks it down.
Lightfoot beats the pressure. Left side to Bacon. Steps into a 3. Got it from a step behind the arc. Back-to-back threes on both ends of the court. Bulldogs back within 10-9.
Yeah, defense just out of position there, and Bacon found himself wide open.
Type of ball game we kind of expected there. Quick down the court, quick to get to the shots up, and it is the Warriors now walking it across the timeline with Mason Lone. Lone guarded by Lightfoot, top of the key, Griffin Hammersland. He's open right side for 3, leaves it off the back of the rim. Hansen secures the rebound underneath for, once again, the Bulldogs. And here's Lightfoot back in the offensive end. Goes baseline in the corner. That's Bacon. Another 3 grazes the front of the rim. Shot is no good. Hertrump tipped the rebound over there to Mason Lone. So the Warriors back in the offensive end. Baseline to Owen Hammersland. Hertrump left side to Mason Lone. Lone wants to drive in, gets by Lightfoot, slides in, uses both hands from the left side, but it rolls off the right side of the rim. Hung there for a second, just didn't get the hometown roll, and he comes up empty on the drive.
Kind of went up with both hands and tried to float that in.
Lightfoot drives in, loses the ball on the way in. I think it went out of bounds off of Lightfoot, and it did. And again, there's Hertrump, the 6'6" post player, waiting every time somebody drives for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he's going to be tired tonight because I don't know how much he's going to come off the floor because they need his height.
By the way, Mason Lone checks out. Isaac Lone back into the ball game for the Warriors. Jones has checked out for MFL MarMac, and into the game for them is Karsten Pester. Karsten is a senior. Griffin Hammersland on top, right side to Owen. 2 minutes left here in our first quarter. Owen Hammersland cut off on the baseline by Hansen. Back out on top goes to Griffin. And they work it left side to Isaac Lone. He drives baseline, loses the ball in the drive in, and the loose ball picked up by MFL MarMac. Warriors turn it over. Lightfoot back in the offensive end. Ando drives right side. The ball knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Isaac Lone. They've got a fast break. Isaac Lone drives in. The layup. It is up and in. Hansen just a bit late trying to come over. Hand hit the backboard. But the layup was good, and it's a 3-point lead as the Warriors score there after the turnover.
Yeah, get the turnover and get the run out.
Benteen, I should say rather, it is once again Bacon on top to Lightfoot. Lightfoot left side, Pester open, deep left corner for 3, popped in and out, no good. Hertrump secures the rebound off the right. Here's Isaac Lone now back across the timeline for the Warriors. Isaac Lone, top of the key, and looking to go back out on top to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland, right side to Hertrump. 3, right wing, well short. And the rebound by Griffin Hammersland, read it well, picks up the loose basketball. Back over now to Rignitz. And they go back in the corner. Hertrump thought about the 3, wants to drive in, spins along the baseline. Nice wraparound pass to Rignitz, who puts it in from the right side. A lot of attention there by Hertrump on the drive. 5-point lead for the Warriors.
That was a smooth pass by the big fella inside, giving that up to Rignitz, and Rignitz finished strong.
Inside 45 seconds left in a fast-paced first quarter. Lightfoot off a pick, right side, Pester, back over to Bacon. Bacon in the lane to Corlett, spins, takes the one-handed shot up and in. Hertrump straight up defense. Keep in mind that Corlett's 6'5", 6'6", and they're back within 3.
Yeah, it's a great matchup with those two. A lot of height inside.
And plus, both those guys don't mind going outside at all. Isaac Lone, top of the key, 20 seconds left in the quarter. Warriors may work for 1. Isaac Lone, right side to Owen Hammersland. Backdoor, Griffin cuts through. His layup in front of the basket. Blocked by Bacon. Rebound by Hansen. They took the shot probably too soon. And here is Hansen back in the offensive end for the Bulldogs. Hansen drives in, try to kick it in the corner. Intercepted by Griffin Hammersland. He throws it 3/4 length of the court. It's off to the far right. Sails up against the wall, and the opening quarter comes to an end. Up and down start. Central leads 14-11 at the end of 1.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus live scan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Kanako Floor Covering in Monona, Ashbecker Building Supplies in Rossville, Sincerely Yours Interiors by Kay in Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, Grow Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. We played one quarter, 14-11, Central the early lead. What was our shooting in the first quarter?
For the Warriors, they were 6 of 15, 2 of 5 behind the arc, no free throws shot, only one turnover. For the Bulldogs, they were 5 of 17. They hit 1 of 5 free throws, did not shoot a free throw, and had 3 turnovers.
So it is Central's ball to start the second half. Second quarter, I should say. Mason Lone out there. Also out there as well, Owen Hammersland, Rignitz, Isaac Lone, as driving in right side is Owen Hammersland, using the right hand for the layup. It is good, and it is now 16-11. Also in there for Central is number 32, and that is Garrett Burns, a senior. Lightfoot, right side, Pester open, right wing for 3, left it short. Corlett goes over top of Burns, loses the rebound out of bounds, and it goes back to Central. Corlett, Pester. Also out there, you have the Lightfoot boys. It is now into the game Carter Lightfoot, who's stayed out there on the court. And also out there is number 10, and that is actually Landon Meyer, a sophomore.
Meyer, yep.
I thought that was going to be Cale Lightfoot, who played in the JV ball game, but he wears number 14.
And Bryce Jones just checked in for Eli Hansen.
So there's a substitution for the Bulldogs here. 30 seconds into our second quarter. Burns on top to Owen Hammersland. Left wing area to Mason Lone. Lone cut off on the baseline. Going to bring it back over right side now to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland to Isaac Lone. Backdoor, Owen Hammersland drives in right side. Shot blocked by Corlett. And the rebound by Jones. And again, got that lengthy helper in the lane. Just like Central has Corlett there using that size for the block. Lightfoot back in the offensive end now for MFL MarMac. Left side to Bacon. Bacon off the left wing, feeds it back over there, and driving in left side is Meyer. Meyer, nice feed down low to Corlett from the left block, put it up and in. Again, brought the traffic towards him, and the assist to bring the Bulldogs back within 3.
Good first points there for the Bulldogs.
And left side, Isaac Alone stops the dribble. Actually, Mason does. Goes back out on top to Owen Hammersland, and the ball picked away. Bacon picked the pocket. He leads the break. Bacon drives in, running a right-handed layup up and in. Contested by Isaac Lone. Bacon ended up actually a step away on the drive, but a steal and a layup. Bulldogs back within 1. And right side Lone. That's Isaac to Mason. Mason drives in, takes a step there. Left-handed layup over Lightfoot, who was straight up. And Mason Lone uses the left hand, kisses it off the glass. Inbound stolen by Isaac Lone. He drives in but misses the layup. And Corlett gets the rebound. Warriors almost had a double dip there point-wise. Corlett at the elbow drives in, swoops to the right side, throws up a prayer. It is not answered, and the rebound pulled down there by Isaac Lone. That was an out-of-control move. In the corner, Owen Hammersland, deep left corner for 3, got another one. 21-15. Warriors go up by 6.
Yeah, a little run here by the Warriors to start the second quarter and put a little distance between them and the Bulldogs.
3 Warriors at the scoring table, and also Hansen there for MFL MarMac. Meanwhile, Bacon inside the top of the key. 17-footer, nailed it. Bulldogs back within 4. Owen Hammersland in the lane. Rignitz pump fakes, stops, hands it back to Burns. Baseline shot blocked. Getting a piece of it there is Corlett, and the rebound bounces back into the hands of Corlett with his second block of the quarter. Lightfoot gets a step by everybody. Kicks it into the corner to Jones. Over to Bacon. Left side for 3. Got another one. Back and forth we go. 21-20 Central in the lead.
Yeah, right like that. Bulldogs get it right back to 1 point and a little pressure. And we're going to have a timeout
Central
here.
Takes a timeout with 5:07 to go in the half. It is once again the early lead for Central at 21-20.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
So Central leads 21-20. Our first time out of the ball game taken by the Warriors. And I don't think we passed along the shooting stat yet, did we, from the first quarter?
We did.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Good shooting, both 6 of 15 for the Warriors and 5 of 17 for the Bulldogs. So they were neck and neck in that first quarter.
All right, so it is Central's basketball after the timeout. Shooting's been better here in the first 2 minutes of this second quarter, as Central scored 7 points and MFL MarMac has scored 9. Meanwhile, losing the basketball is Griffin Hammersland. They turn it over. Lightfoot drives in, scores the right-handed layup. And just like that, MFL MarMac leads 22-21.
Yeah, just those costly turnovers out in front of the key, and the runouts have been crazy.
During that timeout, Central brought in number 2 into the ballgame, and Owen Burke, a sophomore. Her trump, left side to Burke. Burke open, left wing for 3. Got it! Right off the bench, steps right in. 24-22. Warriors go back up by 3.
Yeah, right on cue, knocks down the 3, and Hertrump's back in there to guard that post a little bit.
And back offensively, it is Lightfoot, hounded by Griffin Hammersland. And he goes off a pick, dribbles it off his foot, but right to the hands of Hansen, who tracks it down on the far sideline. Back out on top to Bacon. Bacon behind the back dribble, goes off a pick set by Corlett. Pick and roll, they get it to Corlett. Corlett tried to go to the corner, but knocked away by Mason Lone. Warriors turn him over. Lone drives the length of the court. Left-handed layup off the front of the rim. No good. Had a good drive, did not finish. Lightfoot back into the offensive end for MFL MarMac. Over to Bacon. Steps into another 3 off the back of the rim. Corlett gets the long rebound, but cannot hang on to it. The loose ball goes to the Warriors. Mason Lone in the lane, has it knocked away by Hansen. Saves it back over on top to Griffin Hammersland. He's going to take a 3, top of the key, got it. Quick with the shots, both these teams. 27-22 Warriors.
Neither one of these teams afraid of taking a big shot and shooting in rhythm, knocking things down.
And Lightfoot across the timeline, 3.5 left in the half. Lightfoot goes off a pick at the elbow now. Reverses it right side to Hansen. Deep right corner for 3. Leaves it short. Hertrump able to grab the long carom to the right side. Back in the offensive end ahead to Burke. Burke back out over to Griffin Hammersland. He's open. Top of the key. Another 3. No good. As it hit off the front of the rim, Hansen gets the rebound. We've got some scores to get to, but we've got action in this game.
We are up and down. We are quick shots. We are one-and-done rebounds and running the other way.
Left side in the offensive end. Lightfoot gives it to Jones. Jones dribbled off his foot, but he's able to pick it up. Right side to Bacon. In the lane to Corlett. Spins, goes to the right side. Left it long on the spin move. Rebound pulled down by Central and Isaac Alone. Isaac Alone bounces it right side. Griffin Hammersland. Layup no good, but fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. All right, let's get to those scores. Starmont leads North Lynn 41-35 at the end of 3. Keyhigh leads North Fayette Valley at the end of 1, 17-11. And Crestwood leads Postville 49-19 at the half. We expect to give you a Springville Edco update in just a bit, as well as an update from Clayton Ridge and Waukon.
And this is going to be our first 2 free throws, and I'm not sure why the subs are coming in, but we've got 2 free throws to shoot. Did he make the first one?
I don't think so.
No, he missed the first one.
Oh, so he did take the free throw.
No, they did. They were shooting 2. So
yeah, they brought the subs in.
I don't know why they brought the subs in. Usually it's between the first and
All
second.
right, free throw on its way. It is good. Yeah, I was writing down scores, getting updates.
Yeah, Griffin Hammersland makes the first.
So here is the bottom, and it's 28-22 on a 7-0 run by the Warriors. And meanwhile, for the Bulldogs, checking out was Corlett. Second free throw. It is good by Griffin Hammersland. Back into the game is Pester for MFL MarMac. Meanwhile, for Central, they have brought Rignitz back into the ballgame, and Mason Lone has checked out. Also, Owen Hammersland into the ballgame as well for Isaac Lone. Meanwhile, MFL MarMac throws it away. Tried to reverse the ball into the left corner. And the Bulldogs don't turn it over a ton, but plagued by turnovers here in this first half.
Yeah, 5 so far, and I know why they let the subs come in, because Wesley Corlett is getting himself taped up, so he must have had some blood on his finger there.
And here's Owen Hammersland, top of the key, right side to Hertrump. Hertrump brings it off a pick, drives in, lowers the head, uses the left hand, double pump. The shot was no good, but he gets his own rebound. Put back, it is up, leaves it short. Owen Hammersland the rebound with the right hand. That shot banks in and out. It is no good. And the Warriors some good looks, but they come up empty as Pester clears things for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, able to clear out that rebound and get it down to the other end, but a couple of looks for the Warriors.
Bacon goes off a pick, stops, top of the key, fires up the 3 off the back of the rim. Almost an ankle breaker there, and the rebound pulled down by Rignitz. for the Warriors. Rignitz left side to Griffin Hammersline. He drives, gets into the basket, and he's fouled. He got a step by Bacon. Bacon the foul. They call it on the floor on the drive in, so the Warriors will take it off the left side of the basket.
And officials talking to Pester and Hertrump, they were kind of pushing and shoving on both ends, so they're just trying to clear that up a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on those two down on the post.
All right, substitution. Burke and Rignitz check out for Central. Back into the ball game is Mason Lone, also Isaac Lone. Meanwhile, Bacon is checked out. That's his second foul. And also back into the game is Corlett for Central. Left side, they get it inbounds, and Mason Lone now has it at the volleyball line on the inbounds pass. Hertrump in the lane, spins, double team, loses the basketball into the hands of Corlett. And the Bulldogs force a turnover. Lightfoot quickly in the offensive end, goes left side to Pester. Pester again to the baseline to Corlett. Back out on top now here to Hansen. Good job by the Warriors getting back defensively. Hansen at the elbow, turns around, takes a tough 15-foot jump shot, spinning around, hit the jump shot, stops the 8-0 Central run. Bulldogs back within 5.
Yeah, that was a basket the Bulldogs really needed because Warriors have been hitting and pulling away.
Mason Lone, center court circle with it for the Warriors. He drives in, the shot blocked by Lightfoot on the drive in, guard against guard, and the defense there by the Bulldogs. Here's Lightfoot back offensively. He drives in, Euro steps, throws it up, falls to the floor, misses it. Corlett gets the rebound, cannot hang on to it. It's picked up by Mason Lone. He drives in, and he's fouled hard by Pester as he went up for the shot. Pester realized he's got a step on me, and that will put Mason Lone to the free throw line for 2.
A lot of action down here on this other end of the court, and Bulldogs came up empty, ended up fouling on the other end. So Warriors trying to capitalize.
3 fouls on MFL MarMac this quarter, none for Central. The first foul on Pester. Free throw by Mason Lone, it is good. Central, a team shooting from the free throw line this year, about a 63% clip. MFL MarMac at 67%. Both these teams not bad offensive numbers. The Bulldogs, believe it or not, shoot 41% from the three-point line. Free throw, it is good by Mason Lone. Makes them both. Warriors lead by 7.
And Mason Lone, an 80% free throw shooter, so he's the guy you want on the free throw line.
Lightfoot works it across the timeline offensively. Lightfoot's been more of a distributor here early as he hands it there to Hansen. Hansen stops, back out on top to Jones. Jones drives in, flips it up with the right hand. Shot is no good, an out-of-control move. Rebound by Hertrump. Here comes the Warriors back in the offensive end. Left side, Griffin Hammersline for 3. Pops in and out, stays down. And the Warriors, with 30 seconds to go, have a 10-point lead.
Yeah, that was a big shot there by Hammersline. Now Warriors want a defensive stand here. Bulldogs need a basket.
And a second quarter in which the Warriors have put up 20. Lightfoot has it taken away by Griffin Hammersland. They get it ahead to Owen, and a pretty layup using the right hand from the left side. A run by the Warriors, and the ball ahead to Pester. Pester takes a shot with 8 seconds to go. Blocked by Isaac Lone. What a flurry by the Warriors. Isaac Lone drives in, bounces it left side to Mason Lone. The ball knocked away. Hertrump picks it up, in Griffin Hammersline rather picks it up. And the shot, it is blocked. It meant nothing anyway. It is no good. Little extracurricular talking going on. But what a half by Central. What a second quarter. They led by 3 at the end of 1. A run to close the second quarter. It ends up being a 15-2 run, and they lead 36-24 at the half. When we return, coaching interviews from our girls' game, first half stats from the boys' game. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. It's important to know what to say to those struggling with mental health concerns. Silence can make individuals feel even more alone. By starting a conversation, it lets them know you care, you're supportive, and that you're willing to listen. You can ask if they want to talk about it, if they're getting the care they need, and to tell you more about their feelings and thoughts. Just letting someone know that you're there to listen creates a much-needed supportive environment and helps reduce the negative stigma surrounding mental illness.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Rockwell Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona. And by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. Of 36-24 here at the half. That's the boys' score earlier tonight. The MFL MarMac girls victorious, impressive. They won by a final score of 61-22. We're joined by Bulldog girls basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen. Coach, first off, You give up 6 points to the second half, none in the fourth quarter. What an effort.
Yeah, and that's what we take pride in is our defense, and it's going to keep us in games. It's just a team effort. I mean, everybody's got to contribute on the defensive end and get the defensive rebounds, and then we can get in our offensive sets. But I'm really proud how we played defense tonight.
All right, let's talk about offensively. Evelyn Fritz, a big lift off the bench with 18.
Yeah, really proud of her. She had a good game up at Upper Iowa over the weekend, and I think she got some good confidence. And she's always a hard worker, and she attacks the basket, and she did a really nice job for us.
All right, also offensively, Blair Winter had 11 points. Also with 8 points each was Emma Driscoll and Olivia Driscoll. The Driscoll girls teamed up for 8 each.
Yeah, and that's how we want to play. We want to have a bunch of girls contribute in double figures. And we're so much tougher to guard, and we have enough athletes that we can have that. So I'm just really proud of a good team effort and sharing the basketball and making the right play.
The other thing is good shooting tonight from your team.
Yeah, and we had I think 5 different girls hit threes on Saturday, and we've been working in practice, getting a lot of shots up, and it's. We got a couple tough games coming up, so I'm really happy with the way we're playing.
All right, you mentioned tough games coming up. It starts with Turkey Valley Friday night.
Yeah, I mean they are they're rated 1A team. I've watched them play a few times, and they're just calm under pressure, and they just do things the right way. So we're going to have to come out and play a really good game to be in that game.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
We'll catch up with you guys on January 3rd.
Hey, one thing I wanted to shout out to John Winter. He took a fall yesterday, and he's part of our basketball family. He's helped us coach and does our stats during games. And just want to let everybody know we're thinking of him and best wishes.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope to have him see a referee sometime soon, huh?
That's probably not going to be for a while.
All right. Well, good luck there, and thanks for passing that along.
Yep, thanks.
You betcha. MFL MarMac basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen talking things over there about his Bulldog team victorious tonight, 61-22. A break. We'll talk with Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley when our halftime show continues. Bulldog boys lead by 12 at the half.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
At the half, again our score, 36-26. Central leading MFL MarMac. Our girls' final tonight. Central dropped that decision to MFL MarMac, 61-22. Coach, again, the first half, some turnovers, but you were still in the ball game there, but a tough second half.
Yeah, the first half was very pleased with how we came out and responded right away. Played pretty well. The end of the first quarter, again, these are situations that we got to get better at. We got to come to the basketball. We got to make sure that we're making crisp passes. And, a 2-point lead ends into being a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And then even at the end of the first half as well, taking care of the basketball and trying to get that last possession was what I was wanting us to do. And, those are things we got to rep and practice so that we understand with less than 35 seconds or nearly 35 seconds, we want to make sure we take care of the basketball.
Yeah, I think you would say the pace of this ball game, the first quarter, was the way you wanted to play.
Exactly. I said if we're going to have a horse race, we are not going to win that. So, we got to make sure that – and we were tired. Flat out, Dan, I'll just say it, the second half they beat us because they got out in transition. We turned the ball over, and they were able to get out in transition. And we just looked tired. We turned the ball over because we didn't meet passes, and bottom line was they played better than us, a lot better than us in the second half.
All right, the big thing is obviously you mentioned the turnovers, and which has been for you guys not bad, but obviously different tonight.
That's not where we need to be, Dan.
Right.
But, yeah, you're right. And again, ramping up the pressure. The MFL MarMac did that. But we saw that with Maquoketa Valley as well. I mean, people are watching tape, and they realize, whoa, they were 1 point away from Maquoketa Valley at halftime. Yeah, we were. We played well. And then in the second half, we get tired, and we stop coming to the basketball, and the other team ramps up the pressure. And, again, the officials let them play tonight a lot, I felt like. A lot of hands-on. And, we don't do well with that type of pressure.
All right, what's coming up for you guys here? Still a busy week.
Well, we play North Fayette Valley, who I heard got a win tonight against Key High. So we got our hands full on Friday. We got 2 practices here for that. And then next week we see on Monday, I believe, over at Starmont against East Buchanan.
Central and East Buchanan and Central and Starmont boys. We'll talk to you before that game Monday night. Good luck to you guys.
Thanks for the coverage, Dan.
You betcha. Central girls basketball coach Mark Wiley talking things over about his Warrior team as they dropped that decision earlier tonight, 61-22. Quick break, first half stats, second half action with the Warriors up by 12 here at the half. Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
Winter storms can create broken tree limbs and power outages as well as a dangerous landscape. Ice-coated power lines can continue to carry electricity whether sagging or on the ground. If you see low-hanging or downed power lines, assume they are energized and deadly. Stay far away, keep others away, and report the location. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
At the half, 36-24, Central leading by 12 here at the half. Let's go through the individual totals. Let's start with Central.
Central was led by Owen Hammerslin. He's at 12 points. Griffin Hammerslin was 7 points, or 8 points. Mason Lone was 7 points. 3 points for Owen Burke. 2 points for Carson Rignitz and Jake Hairtrump and Isaac Lone. So 36 points for the Warriors. They shot 43% in the first half, 6 of 10 behind the arc, 7 of 20 inside, 4 of 4 perfect at the free throw line, only 5 turnovers for the Warriors.
Totals now for MFL MarMac.
The Bulldogs are led by Tristan Bacon. He's at double figures with 10. Carter Lightfoot with 6. Wesley Corlett with 4. 2 points for Eli Hansen and 2 points for Bryce Jones, so 24 points. They shot 34% in the first half, 2 of 11 behind the arc, 9 of 21 otherwise, so 43%. They did not shoot a free throw, and they had those 7 turnovers.
All right, so again, it's a 22-point second quarter for Central, outscoring MFL MarMac 22-13. They lead 36-24. Let's update you on scores. Crestwood leading Postal at the half, 49-19. North Lynn leads Starmont now. It is Starmont actually leading North Lynn, 41-35 at the end of 3. Edco has defeated Springville tonight, 54-44. Waukon leads Clayton Ridge, 21-6. And North Fayette Valley leads Key High. That score is 33-25 at the half. Bulldogs basketball, Lightfoot, Hansen, Jones also out there. You have Bacon and Corlett. Right side for 3. Lightfoot for 3. Got it from the right wing. First trip down, Warriors get points, and you can expect, I think, Lightfoot to be more aggressive this second half. And the Bulldogs go 1-3-1.
Yeah, they're going to switch up defense here and make Central kind of adjust what they want to do inside.
Mason Lone along with Owen Hammersland, Griffin Hammersland, Isaac Lone. Here's Mason Lone, 3 just off the right side. Got it. Answers back the other way. Warriors go back up by 12. Hertrump out there, and I believe that's all 5. So here across the timeline is Bacon. Warriors stay man-to-man to start the second half. Bacon pushes off. No call. He's launching a 3. It's off the back of the rim. And the rebound tipped out of there, picked up by Griffin Hammersland. Hammersland has it knocked away by Lightfoot, but back into the hands of Owen Hammersland. Left side, Lone, deep left corner for 3. Heat check off the right side of the rim. And the Bulldogs clear things now a minute into our third quarter.
Yeah, things getting a little more physical out there. Both these teams playing aggressive on both ends.
Lightfoot left side, again averaging 27 points, nearly that, and has 9 here early in the third. Drives left side, kicks it over to Jones. Jones in the middle of the lane, drives in, a little 5-foot runner, no good, facing the basket, had a good drive. Owen Hammersland secures the board off the right side. Back over to Griffin. Left side, Isaac Lone for three. Got it! Back-to-back threes for the Warriors here for their scoring from the Lone Boys. They lead by 15.
Yeah, you can see, that defense is fueling the offense, and offense fuels the defense. They're building on momentum right here.
And this game for the Bulldogs, they need to answer. Corlett drives in right side, contested shot, but it's up and in. Got by Hertrump, and the Bulldogs want a timeout here with 6:14 to go in the half. So 42-29, Warriors in the lead. Will take this break with them.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
42-29, Central in the lead here by 13. And again, the Bulldogs use their first time out. Trailing by a dozen at the half. It got as high as 15 until they hit the basket last trip down the court.
And if you know Coach Detbarn, he doesn't take a lot of timeouts, but definitely wanted to adjust something after that basket, and I assume it's going to be defensively here.
All right, across the timeline. By the way, the Bulldogs look like they're going back to man-to-man. So only went 1-3-1, one trip down the court. So it is Isaac Lone. Crossover dribble, left side, Owen Hammersland, left wing for three, no good. Rebound kick to the far corner, and the ball picked up by Jones. Bulldogs come back offensively. Jones, right side, nice feed over to Corlett, little one-handed runner, leaves it off the right side of the rim, drifted in, shot no good, and then you've got a foul as Central had the basketball and the Bulldogs commit a reach in.
And I think that's going to be on Corlett. I think that's a frustration foul after missing the bunny.
The Bulldogs just get a little too quick on offense, don't they?
They do. If they just get their feet under them, shoot that thing a little bit with your feet under you, it probably goes in, then you don't get the foul.
So here is Central walking it across the timeline, leading by 13. The first foul, by the way, on Corlett. Left side, Owen Hammersland on top to Lone. Lone, left wing area with it now. Back over to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland wants to drive in, uses his right hand. The shot blocked by Corlett, who helped out defensively. Boy, it looked like Owen Hammersland running like a fullback there, a tailback rather. That's what he is. And here across the timeline is Lightfoot. Lightfoot at the free throw line, stops left side to Jones. Jones drives in, hands it right side, and he calls for travel. He went to Bacon on the right wing, and Jones apparently switched pivot feet.
Yeah, he shuffled that pivot foot after he planted. He dropped that pivot foot before he made the pass.
Starmont, by the way, has defeated North Lynn tonight, 50-46. Good win for the Starmont boys in that ball game tonight. We'll see them on Friday night against, once again, Edco. 5 minutes left in the third. And it is Mason Lone driving in, reaches in, the layup, it is up, it is in, foul, count the basket, an athletic move, and the Warriors lead by 15.
Yeah, just a nice drive there, great finish by Mason Lone. Knew he was going to get a lot of contact there, but gets it up off the glass, gets the harm, gets the foul, going to go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Lightfoot called for the foul. That's his first. Free throw on its way by Mason Lone. Does not finish the three-point play, but the rebound tipped out. Back to Mason Lone. In the corner, Hertrump, deep left corner for three. Got it! That ends up being a 5-point possession. It's an 18-point lead for Central.
Yeah, I don't think we saw this happening. Bulldogs need to answer here offensively.
And back across the timeline is Lightfoot. Can the Bulldogs get going offensively here and get stops defensively? Lightfoot drives in, slithers in from the left side underneath the arms of Hertrump. He's going to need more of that, and they're back within 16. Back right side is Mason Lone. Stops at the elbow. Back on top to Owen. That's Owen Hammersland. Right side to, once again, Mason Lone. Lone feeds it to Isaac. Isaac Lone off the right side. Top of the key to Hertrump. Hertrump wants to drive in, spins, takes the shot over Corlett, up and in. 6'6", not a bad move at all. Back up by 18.
Yeah, spun hard and went up gentle, floated that in, got his feet under a nice shot by Jake Hertrump.
Bacon on top offensively, goes right side, pulls up from the elbow, 15-footer, it is good. So the Bulldogs hanging in at least. Can they get some stops down by 16?
Yeah, that's the thing that hasn't happened. They've been able to score, but they haven't been able to stop the Warriors here with this little run.
Mason Lone, left side, covered. Goes right side to Owen Hammersland. Spins, he hands it back out on top. Hertrump, right side for three off the front of the rim. Owen Hammersland, the rebound, drives in, uses the right hand, it's up and in. And the Warriors right now getting every loose basketball. Back up by 18 with 3.5 left here in the third.
Yeah, second chance opportunities and doing it all.
Lightfoot across the timeline offensively. And Lightfoot directing traffic, goes off a pick, set on top. Lightfoot drives left side, pulls up outside the lane, 10-footer. It is short off the side of the rim. Griffin Hammersland the rebound to Owen. Owen back over left side to Mason Lone. Left-handed layup up and in. Bulldogs here not getting back. The Warriors in transition. They now lead by 20.
Yeah, that's just continuing to extend, and Bulldogs missed an opportunity there. Open look for Lightfoot, not able to knock it down.
3 minutes left in the third. Corlett, right side, wants to spin, cut off, back over to Jones. Jones, nice feed over to Corlett. Corlett gets by, and he's hooked by Isaac Lone on the drive in. Corlett will go to the free throw line, and he will have 2 here for MFL MarMac.
Yeah,
Central has outscored them, by the way, 17-9 in the first 5 minutes of this third quarter.
A lot of scoring. We expected this. We expected high energy, high tempo, and they haven't disappointed.
Corlett's free throw, it is good. 53-34, MFL MarMac in the lead. Burke and Rignitz into the game for Central. Griffin Hammersland and Isaac Lone check out. And again, the first free throw made by Corlett. Second free throw being eyed by the senior, who's about 6 inches behind the free throw line, but that's his touch, it's his spot, and he makes both free throws. They're back with an 18. Mason Lone offensively, and now has things for Central. Halftime score, by the way, Waukon leads Clayton Ridge, 33-21. Meanwhile, Mason Lone had the ball knocked away, saves it over to Hertrump. Hertrump left wing for 3. The side of the rim, left it short. Mason Lone the rebound, tried to kiss it off the glass. It's no good. Hertrump got the rebound, then it's knocked away underneath the basket. Last touch by the Bulldogs. And the Warriors, again, loose basketball, keeping it alive, and they'll take it off the left side of the basket.
Yeah, just able to keep that possession alive and going to get another opportunity here.
Lone, left side to Mason Lone to Hertrump. Back out on top to Owen Hammersland. Looks in the lane for Hertrump. Left side, Mason Lone. Left wing for 3. Got another one. 56-35. This is the biggest lead of the night for the Warriors.
Warriors just pulling away and making it look really easy, but I know they're working hard.
Lightfoot drives in. Nice feed to Corlett. He goes to the right side, wraps underneath, but leaves it short. It is no good. And the rebound pulled down by Mason Lone. Lone back in the offensive end to Owen Hammersland. Top of the key, Hertrump. 3 on its way. Got another one. 59-35, and the Warriors burning the nets here in the third. And here comes another timeout by MFL MarMac. 1:54 left in the third. 59-35, Central pulling away. Let's take this timeout.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
MFL MarMac uses their second timeout of the quarter, in which they have given up 24 points right now here in this quarter. 23 points in this third quarter.
Well, and you can see they're tired, they're working hard, but man, they're energized by, hitting those big threes, getting stops defensively, and they're just getting after it tonight.
All right, by the way, Meyer has checked back into the game for the Bulldogs. Checking out for them is Jones. Lightfoot right side into the offensive end now to Bacon. Bacon over to Meyer. Meyer drives in the lane, right side to Hansen. He's open, right wing for 3, short. Hertrump and again Driscoll, or I should say Corlett going for the rebound. It's tipped back out on top there to once again Bacon. 90 seconds left in the quarter. Bacon on top to Hansen. Hansen, free throw line to Corlett. Corlett drives between 2 defenders, and he's fouled on the drive in. It's only the second whistle against Central. And the Bulldogs foul on the floor. They'll take it here off the left side of the basket.
Yeah, that was on the drive, so Corlett hadn't gotten the shot off yet. And looks like Hertrump's going to get a break here.
And it will be Isaac Alone coming back into the ball game for the Warriors with $1:23 to go here in our third quarter. Left side, Lightfoot has to go on top to Bacon. So Bacon has it on top. I want to pass along a boys score. Waukon leads Clayton Ridge now 33-21. Meanwhile, driving in is Bacon, extended the arm. He pushed off. He's called for the foul, and it's an offensive foul there against the Bulldogs.
Well, and you can see the frustration on his face, but you can't be like that in front of the official. He was pretty verbal there, and I know you're frustrated, but don't pick up that extra foul.
And that's the third foul on Bacon. Yeah, you extend that arm, you're asking it for trouble, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, earlier in this quarter, he was able to get through that.
Yeah, he got through one, got away with one earlier, but that one a little more obvious for the official.
Griffin Hammersland on top. Isaac Lone at the free throw line. Back to Griffin Hammersland. Hammersland covered at the elbow. On top to Isaac Lone. Right side to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland, right wing. Step back three. Right side aired it short. Grazed the bottom of the net. And the rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. Here's Lightfoot. Nice feed over to Meyer. Meyer's layup no good. Corlett gets the rebound. Put back blocked there by Owen Hammersland, but he's called for the foul. And it will be Corlett to the free throw line for 2. Lightfoot has been able to get into the lane, but finishing has been the problem.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to finish at the rack very much, but he's been able to distribute a little bit, find guys, and they've been going to the hoop for him.
A boys' final tonight. Free throw, it is no good. He'll get another opportunity. Crestwood has defeated Postville tonight, 94-29, the final score.
Boy, they scored a lot of points in that second half.
And the second free throw being eyed by Corlett. That one's off the back of the rim as he kind of just flatlined. And Owen Hammersland gets the rebound. About an 8-second differential between game clock and shot clock. So let's see what the Warriors do here offensively as Burns has checked back into the game for them. Right side, Isaac Lone back over to Burke. Burke on top to Owen Hammersland. And he feeds it back to Isaac Lone, right side to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland, right sideline area, and he's going to hand it back over to Isaac Lone. Shot clock's at 10. He'll bring it back over towards the top and get him in their offense. Stutter dribble, left side to Burke. Burke on the left wing, 4 seconds to go, takes the 15-footer from the elbow. It's no good. Lightfoot gets the rebound. We're down to 6 seconds to go, and Lightfoot tried to lead the fast break, but the shot clock should have went off when MFL MarMac got the rebound, so our officials are going to stop play with 5 seconds to go. The shot clock should have reset. And again, Central got off the shot and the ball hit the rim, but MFL MarMac got the rebound. It stops a fast break attempt for MFL MarMac.
It does, and everybody kind of stops. So officials are going to reset the clock here. I assume they're going to put a few seconds back on that clock.
Yeah, she's put at least 8, and they're putting 65 seconds out there.
That's a little too many.
And 65.0 seconds. So Owen Hammersland will check out during this as Mason Lone comes back in. And the officials at the scores table, I would think 8 seconds. There was about an 8-second differential between game clock and shot clock.
Well, the 65 makes me think they want 6.5 seconds, which could very well be. You know, somebody saw something there, but they're going to have 5-6 seconds here to maybe get a shot off.
So again, 59-35, MFL MarMac in the lead, and we continue to work at the scores table to try to figure this out. At this point, let's just put 5 seconds on the clock. They put 6.5. They got it figured out. All right. Close enough. They split the difference between 8 and 5. And it will be Bacon taking it inbounds. And he goes into the backcourt there to Lightfoot. Lightfoot, he'll try to go the length of the court. Brings it into the offensive end. Steps left side. Jump shot. Stripped by Griffin Hammersland. Stripped by Hammersland on the shot. And that's how the third quarter comes to an end. A third quarter dominated by the Warriors. They lead 59-35 as we go to the fourth.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Warrior Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Carr Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com, Bacon Concrete in Postville, Furniture Showcase in Allwine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual Agent in Monona, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org, and Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Central outscoring MFL MarMac 23-11 in that third quarter, so they lead now here 59-35 as we go to the fourth in a ball game eerily similar to our girls' game tonight. What was the shooting in the third quarter? Warriors red hot.
Yeah, the Warriors red hot. They were 9 of 18, so 50%, 5 of 10 behind the arc. missed their one free throw attempt. For the Bulldogs, they were 4 of 10, 1 of 3 behind the arc, 2 of 4 from the free throw line.
Isaac Lone, Burke also out there. You have Burns, Griffin Hammersland, and Mason Lone. Isaac Lone back out on top to Mason. Mason back to Isaac Lone. Deep three, right corner, leaves it short. Rebound kicks to the left, and it's picked up there by Bacon. Bacon, Lightfoot. Also out there, Corlett, Meyer, and Hansen for MFL MarMac. And Bacon at the elbow feeds it to Corlett on the right block, and a reach-in foul committed there by Central. Leading scores in this ball game, and for MFL MarMac, they have 2 scores in double figures, and Central led by Mason Lone so far.
Yeah, Mason Lone sitting there with 17, and Owen Hammersland, he's got 14, so there's their top 2 scorers.
Meanwhile, Owen Hammersland comes back into the game, inbounds to Corlett. He's got a lane, uses the right hand up and in. Nobody stopped the baseline, and Corlett with the basket. And
Miscommunication on the defense there. Both guys let him go.
As they score first here in the third. Meanwhile, Mason Lone drives in, but too strong as he drove in left side. And Lightfoot, after the board, picked up by Hansen. So back in the offensive end. And Lightfoot has it knocked away by Mason Lone, but it stays down here. Back into the ball game, Rignitz, also Hertrumpf came back into the game. Griffin Hammersland checked out along with Burns, I should say. And it'll go off the right side of the basket. No relation either way you look at it. But that's B-U-R-N-S.
B-U-R, yes.
7 minutes left in the fourth. Lightfoot's been hounded by Mason Lone, and this time Mason Lone a reach-in foul. So 22-point lead. Can MFL MarMac make a run here in the fourth quarter? And when we talk with Coach Detmarn after this ball game, you know he's going to talk about what they've done defensively poorly tonight.
Yeah, they've had some struggles defensively, but offensively too. They just, missed some shots that they should have been able to make.
Inbounds, Corlett goes up for the reverse layup from left to right, left it short. Rebound pulled down there by Central. One and done for the Bulldogs. Top of the key to Owen Hammersland. Hammersland, right wing area with it, feeds it back to Mason Lone. Lone, left side, nice bounce pass to Owen Hammersland, uses the right hand from the left side, set him up perfectly. 61-37, Warriors back up by 24.
Owen Hammersland just slipped behind the defense, and nice feed by Lone.
Lightfoot, crossover dribble, drives in, feeds it to Corlett, his shot from the right block up and in. That's what Lightfoot does so well. May not have the outstanding point total tonight, but still the assist total setting up teammates.
Yeah, he averaged about 5 assists a game, so going to pad that stat tonight.
Isaac Lone drives baseline, kicks it in the corner to Owen Hammersland. He brings it on top to Hertrumpf. Hertrumpf's got a lane to the basket, jump stops, lifts the shot short though, as Corlett was closing in. Hertrumpf may have thought too much about that.
Yeah, should have gone strong with that. Might have had contact, but at least he'd be shooting free throws.
6 minutes left in the fourth, and Bacon, top of the key. Right side to Hansen. Hansen, deep right corner for 3, short. As the Bulldogs not shooting well from the outside, and we've got a reach-in foul by Corlett. Rignitz got the rebound. Corlett reached in over top, and that'll be the third foul on Corlett. Yeah. 2 of his fouls have been 85 feet away from the basket.
Right. When a big man like that, you want him in the lane. If he's going to get fouls, you want those down here on this end defending that lane.
Bacon and Meyer check out. Into the ball game is Pester, and also into the ball game is Jones. Meanwhile, Hertrumpf will check out for Central. Griffin Hammersland comes into the ball game for the Warriors. So
extend the defense here a little bit. Bulldogs going to match up a little bit, make this a little harder.
And back is Isaac Lone racing into the offensive end. Left side to Owen Hammersland, an offensive foul. As Isaac Lone hurried into the offensive end, drawing the charge is Hansen. The officials converts, and they are going to call the foul there on MFL, or on Central rather, on the drive. And the foul committed there, I believe, by Mason Lone on the offensive foul.
Yeah, I think it was on Mason Lone, and I think he gave it to player number 5. I think it's on 23.
Well, and the number 5 would have been Hansen, who took the charge. So the officials are talking that over tonight. As far as, so I think we may have had different calls from the official. So they are going to call it on Isaac Lone.
Yep. They're gonna say that was a charge. So put that down as a turnover. But one of the few mistakes that the Warriors have made tonight.
Third foul committed there by Isaac Lone. Meanwhile, Warriors some full court pressure, and Jones inbounds to Hansen. Hansen in the backcourt, hands it back to Lightfoot, and that's what's nice about having a senior guard. Clear out, let him bring it in the offensive end. Lightfoot, top of the key, takes a step back 3, on its way, circled around, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Isaac Lone. Mason Lone, I should say, with the rebound. He drives in the offensive end. We've got a reach-in foul committed by MFL MarMac, and the foul, I believe, is going to be called there on Jones. That is his first foul, I believe, and it is the second foul on MFL MarMac.
Yeah,
Game getting a little more physical now.
It is. There's some tension out there. There's some, there's bad blood between these two teams, and it's kind of coming to an head here. MFL's getting frustrated.
Mason Lone at the elbow, covered over on top to Owen Hammersland. Back over to Griffin. Griffin, left side to Mason Lone. Again, you're the Bulldogs here. Defensively, try to go for some steals if you can, but if you're Central, take your time. Isaac Lone drives in, shot blocked, and he's hammered to the floor. Two Bulldogs converged in Corlett along with Hansen. They were in the right spots, but again reached over top and swatted down at things, and Isaac Lone to the free throw line. Foul, if that's on Corlett, that's his fourth.
I don't think it is. I think
So
they
Hansen,
gave
the guilty party?
that foul to Hansen, I think.
Free throw on its way by Isaac Lone. It is no good. We'll get another opportunity. Hertrumpf back into the game. Rignitz checks out. They have not put who the foul's on the scoreboard yet.
Nope, they haven't given that foul yet, but they're working on it.
All right, free throw line being eyed there. Free throw on its way, and that free throw is good. So it's now 62-39 here in the fourth quarter. By the way, if that was on Corlett, that's only his second foul. So back across the timeline is Lightfoot. Lightfoot left side in the corner to Pester. Left wing for three. Got it. So it's 62-42. Bulldogs needing that inside 5 minutes left in the fourth.
Yeah, Carson Pester coming off the bench and knocking down a three there. So try to keep it close, try to cut into this. But Bulldogs got to have some urgency. And right now, Warriors comfortable just running their offense.
And Isaac Lone stops, looks back door. The pass, though, intercepted by Hansen. He was looking for Owen Hammersland in the back door, but it's picked by Hansen. Lightfoot's pick and roll down to Corlett. Right side, Pester. Right wing this time for three. Circled around, no good. Rebound by Griffin. Hammersland, another good look, though. Back into the offensive end, here is Central. Another score to pass along. North Fayette Valley leads Key High at the end of three, 43-32, the score there. Hertrump, top of the key for three. No good as it rolled in and out. And the rebound pulled down there by Hansen. Almost seems surprised here that the Warriors missing a couple of threes this quarter. 4 minutes and counting in the fourth. Pester, top of the key to Hansen. Quickly picked up by Owen Hammersland. To Corlett. Corlett drives underneath, spins to the left side, floats it up with a hand over the side of the rim. It's good. An aggressive move there by Corlett. 18-point lead for the Warriors.
6 quick points there by Wesley Corlett.
And we've got a stoppage of play. And is this one of these deals we got to talk to players again?
I think so. And I don't know if it's both or if it's one side.
I think it's Corlett. Corlett was thinking maybe he got fouled on the other end. And again, you're down by 18. At this point, I think you're just better off playing the rest of the way.
Well, he's had 6 quick points, so, he's doing a nice job out there, but they're going to go talk to
Coach Detbarn wants, I think he wants more information about that conversation, and I think what he's going to do then is take Corlett out of the ballgame. So I think that's exactly what Coach Detbarn, and again, a good decision here for Coach Detbarn at this point.
Yeah, I think he just wants him, cool down a little bit. They're going to get him back in there because they're going to need his height in the post.
And again, so he'll check out. No foul called, no technical. And a good job by our official, I think, right there saying, look, he just needs to stop. Yeah. Isaac Lone in the offensive end to Griffin Hammersland. 18-point lead for Central. In the lane, Hertrump takes the shot from the right block. It's up. It's in. Foul. Count the basket. Hertrump a little more aggressive on that one. Hansen over just late trying to block it.
Yeah, Hansen had the right idea. Just rotated a little late, but that's what we wanted him to do the last time. We thought he maybe should have gone a little stronger, and a good adjustment there by Jake Hertrump. Now he's got an and one opportunity.
All right, Hansen checks out, just his second foul. Jones checks out. Looks like Central or MFL MarMac going to bring in number 11 in Kinnick Corlett, a senior. And also back into the game is Bacon. Free throw by Hertrump. It is good. Finishes off the three-point play. And it's 65-44. Central in the lead. They led by a dozen at the half, and they have controlled things here in the second half. Lightfoot, right wing, drives at the elbow. Pull back 15-footer. It's a tough shot, but the shot no good. But again, you have no problem with him taking that shot. Warriors back quickly into the offensive end to Griffin Hammersland. And what the Warriors do, they pull things back on top, and let's work some clock as we approach the 3-minute mark.
Yep, work your offense.
And unless you get a backdoor cut, which they do, Griffin Hammersland has the shot blocked by Lightfoot, who recovered defensively, stays down here with the shot clock at 20 for the Warriors.
Well, if you can get that backdoor, you're going to take that shot. Otherwise, Warriors going to work the offense a little bit, move the ball around the outside, work for a good shot.
And off the left side of the basket, Isaac Lone gets it inbounds to Griffin Hammersland. Boy, it's a family affair tonight. We've got, the Fritz girls and the In the girls' game tonight, left side, they throw it over the top. It is her Trump getting on the left block. Lightfoot, all he can do is stay away and banks it up and in. 33-point lead.
Got a couple of hammers in, a couple of loans, a couple of corlets.
Yeah, it's an interesting night. Right side to Pester. Pester behind the arc, on top, Bacon. Bacon, step back three, top of the key, on its way, circled around, shot no good. Isaac Lone the rebound, Warriors have numbers. Mason Lone drives, stops at the free throw line in a good decision here. That's a sophomore, pulling it back out on top here to work some clock.
Knew he didn't have numbers, wasn't going to have the advantage. Pull it out, let's run some clock, let's work that clock down, look for a good shot.
Isaac Lone, left side to Owen Hammersland. He drives in, the left-handed layup no good, partially blocked by Lightfoot, so that left it short. Lightfoot back in the offensive end for the Bulldogs. Lightfoot crossover dribble, drives in, the driving layup. It is no good, and a blocking call, trying to draw the charge. Underneath the basket was Griffin Hammersland, but that will put Lightfoot to the free throw line for two. So for MFL MarMac, coming up schedule-wise, they go to Turkey Valley coming up on Friday nights. The Turkey Valley team off to a pretty nice start.
Yeah, Turkey Valley team, that'll be an interesting game for them. Try to bounce back.
Then they play East Buchanan on Saturday. Lightfoot's free throw, it is good. And then after the break, it is North Fayette Valley at home here with MFL MarMac. That's when we will see them again after the ball game tonight. Into the game for MFL MarMac is Cale Lightfoot. Into the ball game, and checking out for them is Pester. Hansen has checked out as Meyer came in for him earlier. Free throw by Lightfoot is good. He'll check out. Number 20, Riel Carlson into the ball game. And Central going to their bench as Burke, Rignitz, Burns, all in. Checking out Isaac Lone. Trump checks out, as does Griffin Hammersland. Meanwhile, for Central, schedule-wise for them, again, coming up on Friday nights, they have North Fayette Valley, and then we will see them coming up on Monday night on the 22nd against Starmont. And at Starmont, by the way, pick and roll, Burns in front of the basket, bank shot, it is long, it is no good. 1:57, this final 2 minutes could go a while, as both teams are now in the bonus the rest of the way. And we've got subs finishing out this ball game, which, to be honest with you, I don't think we thought that was possible.
Yeah, I didn't think we would get to this. We thought this was going to be contested back and forth all night, and Central really took a lead there in that third quarter.
Free throw by Burns. It is no good. Owen Hammersland checks out. Into the game is Tryson Sylvester. He is a freshman into the ball game, I believe. A sophomore, rather. Burns, second free throw. Attaboy. Get him in the scoring column. 68-46. Warriors in the lead here by 22.
Made one of two, correct?
Yes. Missed the first, made the second. Bacon kind of takes over the point now. Meyer, top of the key to Cale Lightfoot. Lightfoot pulls up from the elbow, 15-footer. It is good. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line and a three-point opportunity. Cale Lightfoot took a contested shot. Really kind of forced it, to be honest with you, but he'll go to the free throw line, into the scoring column, and a chance to add on.
Yeah, attacked the basket, contested, partially blocked, but forces it up there and gets it to go.
Free throw, it is no good. Unable to finish the three-point play. Rebound pulled down there by Burns for Central. So now the goal to get some of these subs in the scoring column. Burke, top of the key, right side, into the game for Central is number 30. That is Tice Zittergreen, a sophomore, and he double-dribbled with the basketball. Turnover gives it to MFL MarMac. We approach 90 seconds here as we slowly make our way towards the end of this ball game. Bacon across the timeline offensively for the Bulldogs. Corlett hands it back to Bacon. That's Kenneth Corlett. Back is Bacon, left side to Cale Lightfoot. Lightfoot wants to drive, loses the ball, stripped out of there by Sylvester. Sylvester picks up the loose basketball. He'll bring it into the offensive end for Central. Force the turnover. And left side to Rignitz. Rignitz at the elbow, trying to back his way down. Stopped, back over left side to Sylvester. Sylvester brings it on over to, once again, Zittergreen. Zittergreen, right block area, covered. Burns from the wing, 15-footer. Left it short. Foul underneath the basket. And it's on Rignitz, and we'll go to the other end where it will be MFL MarMac to the free throw line. Well, we ran off 34 seconds there.
That was better, but still going to get a foul, and it looks like number 20, that's Carlson. He's going to go to the free throw line, and he's going to get a pair of free throws here.
Yep, so I don't think either coach planned on playing their bench tonight, but good to get those kids some minutes. We did have a quad tonight, and the free throw, it is no good by Carlson. He'll get another opportunity. And not too bad time-wise tonight, even with those absolutely horrible quads.
Not bad, and this game, boy, oh boy, was this entertaining, and a lot of things to talk about for both of these teams.
Carlson, second free throw, it is good. Makes one of two. Made one of two there.
He did.
68-49. 55 seconds to go in our ball game. In there for Central's number 15, Henry Reimer, a senior coming into the ball game. They got the last couple other subs at the scores table. Meanwhile, they turned it over. Reimer stepped out of bounds. Into the game for Central. Play everybody night for the Warriors. Number 10, Maxwell Schatz into the ball game. And number 4, Keyshawn Foster into the ball game.
And they had 6 on the court, so they got to get one more out of there. Here we go.
Checking out will be Burns. Rignitz also checked out. Burke checked out as well moments ago. And Bacon into the offensive end for MFL MarMac. Right side, feeds it on over to Carlson. Carlson bobbled it. And top of the key goes left side to Lightfoot. Lightfoot on the wing. Three-pointer on its way. Got it. Kel Lightfoot here having a nice finish in this ball game for the Bulldogs. 16-point deficit for MFL MarMac. And to be honest with you, that's as close as it has been since early in the third.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with it on top, left side to, once again, for Central, it is Foster. Foster tried to go in the lane to shots. The ball knocked away. 15 seconds left in our first quarter, or fourth quarter, I should say, as Central with just one conference loss. Right side, there's Carlson on the wing for a 3. Shot no good. Lightfoot tried to tip up the rebound, no good. Kenneth Corlett misses the putback, and the rebound pulled down there by Central, and that's how the game comes to an end. Warriors led by 12 at the half, and they used a dominant third quarter to go up by 24 entering the final quarter. They settled for a 16-point victory. Central 68, MFL MarMac 52. That's your final score. With the win, the Warriors 3-2, 3-1 in the conference. MFL MarMac drops to 3-3, 1-3 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews. Your postgame show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Getting to the age of 55 may have earned you wisdom, but Central State Bank thinks you should get something more, like a checking account that earns you interest. We believe you've earned the right to avoid fees for ATM and debit cards, wire transfers, cashier checks, and insufficient funds transfers. Call or visit Central State Bank today and ask about our Classic 55 checking. It's time you've got what you earned. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping in to Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable, fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Luena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today, 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Welcome back to Monona, 68-52, our final score. It is once again Central victorious over MFL MarMac. Let's update you on the boys' scores we have right now. Crestwood defeating Postville tonight, 94-29. Strawmont over North Lynn, 50-46. Edco defeating Springville tonight, 54-44. Waukon leads Clayton Ridge, 42-34 at the end of 3. And North Fayette Valley leads Keyhigh at the end of 3. 43-32 the score there. We turn things over to Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals. Let's start first off here for Central.
For Central, we got a number of guys in double figures. Mason Lone leading the way with 17 points tonight. Owen Hammersland with 16 points. Jake Hairtramp with 15 points tonight. Griffin Hammerslin with 8 points. Isaac Lone with 6 points. Owen Burke with 3 points. Carson Rignitz with 2 points, and Garrett Burns with 1 point. So 68 points for the Warriors tonight. They shot 43% tonight, 11 of 22 behind the arc, 50% from 3 points, 14 of 36 otherwise, 7 of 10 from the free throw line, and only 10 turnovers for the Warriors.
Totals for MFL MarMac now.
For the Bulldogs, they were led by Wesley Corlett with 14 points, Carter Lightfoot with 13 points, Tristan Bacon with 12. We had 5 points from Cale Lightfoot off the bench, 3 points for Karsten Pester, 2 points for Eli Hansen, 2 points for Bryce Jones, and Ryle Carlson had 1 point, so 52 points for the Bulldogs tonight. They shot 38%, 5 of 21 behind the arc, that's 24%, 46% otherwise, and they were 5 of 9 from the free throw line for 56%. Both teams end up with 10 turnovers.
Yeah, not bad. Again, well played, I should say. Not bad to play as far as the ball handling in this ball game tonight. So our post-game show continues. We're joined now by MFL MarMac boys basketball coach Eric Detbarn. And, Coach, the first thing is, I think defensively tonight. I think that's probably the area that you're really more concerned about than anything else.
Yep, defensively we weren't very good tonight. So we didn't play a very good ball game, and a lot of credit goes to Elkader. They were shot the ball tremendously tonight, and they played a real good ball game.
All right. The big thing is, though, this is a team that you really feel like can match up with anybody in the conference with your athleticism.
If we play the right way, that's for sure. But defensively, we were porous tonight.
All right, now let's talk about offensively. Did some good things on offense, but really seemed tough to get in the flow tonight.
We just didn't get any type of flow on either end of the floor at all tonight, and it was evident, and we got frustrated, and when you do that, things aren't going to go your way.
All right, obviously you had 3 scores in double figures. That's a bright spot. Wesley Corlett with 14. Carter Lightfoot really had to work for 13 points tonight. Tristan Bacon with 12. So that's a positive, seeing guys at least contributing, but obviously more needed.
Yeah, I really don't see any positives from tonight right now. So.
Well, the good news is, like I said, a couple of guys scored. All right,
yes.
So obviously you talked with your team. What's maybe the message you pass along to them at the end of the ballgame?
Well, we need to learn from this. We need to figure out that, we need to get better from this, and we'll see how we respond. I think we can respond one of 2 ways. We can get to work tomorrow, or we can feel sorry for ourselves. And I don't plan on feeling sorry for myself, and hopefully they don't either. We need to get back to work and get better.
All right, and the big thing is you got a good challenge Friday night.
Oh, yeah, we got Turkey Valley on Friday night. Turkey Valley beat Elkader by 5, I believe, when they played them. So, every game for us is going to be tough. We got to come ready to play, and if we don't, so things like this are going to happen.
Yeah, part of a learning thing with kind of some new guys playing roles, isn't it?
Yep, it is. So we just got to be better.
All right, Coach. Anyway, have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year nonetheless.
You too. Yeah,
we'll
see you.
We'll catch up with you guys on January 3rd.
You bet.
MFL MarMac coach Eric Detbarn talking things over there about his Bulldog team as they drop a 68-52 decision. Quick break. We'll be joined by Central coach Brady Stramer when our postgame show continues after this.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back once again here to Monona. It is Central victorious, 68-52, the final score. We're joined by Central coach Brady Stramer. Coach, first off tonight, offensively tonight, putting up 68 points on the board. And the big thing is offensively, the guys you had involved in this ball game tonight.
Yeah, we like to hang our hat on being a balanced effort. No really 1 or 2 guys you can single in on. I think we had 4 guys averaging double figures coming into tonight. And I see we had 3 in double figures and it looks like 7 or 8 guys in the scoring column. So that's the type of balance we need.
The big thing is for your team, though, you're more guard-oriented and you really feel like you've got guys that can handle the basketball.
For sure, and that goes both ways. Obviously, on offense, it's nice to have guys who can handle. But, especially tonight playing a guy like Lightfoot, I can't say enough good things about him as a player. But having a couple bodies you can rotate that are quick enough to at least make him work because, again, you're never going to shut a guy like that down.
All right, the big thing is defensively, though. You mentioned trying to slow down Lightfoot in this ball game. But, again, I think everybody buying in tonight to what you guys wanted to do defensively.
100%. It kind of starts with him, but it was, again, a team effort. I told the guys before the game, if we're going to limit him, it takes all 5 guys. 1 guy can't do it. I thought we had a really good help defense. Jake Harrichamp, I'll give him a shout out. He used his verticality and his height very well. He stayed on his feet like we worked on. Overall, I thought we did a good job of rebounding, which was concern.
We mentioned 3 guys leading you offensively. Mason Lone, 17. Owen Hammersland, 16. Hertram, by the way, had 15 points as well.
And that's huge for us. Again, that balance. But, again, I think, the points are great, but it comes down to shot selection and getting good shots. I didn't think we really rushed or forced much tonight, and we had enough good ball movement and finding the open man where a lot of those shots were open.
All right, now what's coming up for you guys the rest of the week? Busy week.
Yes, so we got NFE at home Friday, which we know will be tough, and then it's a quick turnaround. We got Monday at Starmont, and then another road game, a makeup date from earlier this year in Lansing next Tuesday. So we got 3 games coming up. We got to have 2 good practices tomorrow and Thursday to get ready for those.
All right, so maybe a chance to get some momentum going into the break.
Yep, we'll try and keep it going for us.
All right, Coach, we'll talk to you before next Monday night's ball game against Starmont. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you, Dan.
Again, Central Boys Basketball Coach Brady Stramer on his Warrior team. We wrap things up now here on our post-game show. Not bad time-wise tonight, getting done with a quad and everything. Our boys' final tonight, well, let's go through the girls' finals. Again, 61-22, MFL MarMac dominant in the second half of that girls' game tonight. Other scores. Springville beat Edco 61-30. Waukon over Clayton Ridge 49-15. And North Fayette Valley beating Keyhigh tonight, 58-44. The final score of that ball game. Our boys' final, it is Central winning by a final score of 68-52. Crestwood beat Postville 94-29. Edco over Springville 54-44. Starmont beat North Lynn 50-46. It's been a while since the Stars have done that. North Fayette Valley leads Keyhigh in the fourth 43-32. While Con leads Clayton Ridge in the fourth 42-34. We're joined by Coach Hammond again. Let's get your thoughts first off on our girls' game tonight.
Yeah, girls' game, MFL MarMac able to pull away there. Central just didn't have an answer, and good win for the Bulldogs. Still some growing pains for the Warriors there. Some of those young girls still trying to figure some things out. Got to learn to handle the ball, but interesting matchup with MFL having to play North Fayette Valley. That was a big win for North Fayette Valley, so they're going to see a team that's got a little momentum.
Yeah, to talk about North Fayette Valley Keyhigh, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, they play on Friday nights. North Fayette Valley does with Central, but the MFL MarMac girls tonight, and this is a team that has a great upside, but defensively had an outstanding second half, outscoring Central 33-6 in the second half. Our boys' ball game, Central led by 12 at the half and just controlled the second half.
They did. They hit some big shots and kept the pressure on, kept extending that lead, getting stops. And MFL MarMac, they hit a few shots, but they just didn't play team basketball. They were looking for shots, but not always looking for a teammate. And missed shots, one and done. Good rebounding by the Warriors. They're a good ball club, and they've been building on this for the last couple of years. It's coming to fruition.
All right, meanwhile, for MFL MarMac, let's see how they bounce back Friday night. Coach Detmar, I think, said it well. It's got to be defensively. You've got to be better on offensively there, and that's being in control offensively there. But defensively, we know what the Bulldogs want to play with.
Yeah, they can do things, some very interesting things, but they got to put it together. They got to put the defense with consistent offense, and they could be a pretty dangerous team.
All right, so our next broadcast, it's a boys basketball special Friday night on KCTN. Edco at Starmont. Chalk Talk beginning at around 7 o'clock. Varsity game time at 7:30 or so on KCTN FM 100. Live video streamed on KCTN.com. Also, Monday nights, we will see Central girls and boys. At 6 o'clock, Central plays East Buchanan, both these games at Starmont. And then the second game is Central and Starmont. We'll have both those games for you, and that's how we'll close the first half of the season. Another final, North Fayette Valley boys beating Keyhigh tonight, 54-44. The final score there. Good win for the Tigerhawk boys tonight. We'll see you Friday night, Coach.
I'll be there.
Well, once again, for Coach Aaron Hammond, I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks to, once again, Dante Tieran for running our camera tonight. Also thanks to Caitlin Musmer for running our studio show tonight. Musmer, by the way, is how that's pronounced. For running our studio show. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com and click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.